money. We have NFL free agents running around, good ones too, Pro Bowlers who can't find jobs. I mean, there's a mascot who has a concussion.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria. What a weekend. And it was a crazy weekend for us as well. You went to Fresno. I had a kid's birthday party for our oldest. Benjamin was up in Seattle for a wedding. Everybody has returned to the studio. Excited to see each other and somewhat exhausted from the four corners of the world we came from.
You got a haircut.
Oh, shoot. I can't hear you. I don't have my headphones.
Hang on.
Rich got a haircut.
Rich did get a haircut. Yes, it is. It's high and tight. It's very, very nice. Headphones left at home, apparently. We're going to the backup pair.
I pulled these out from behind the television. And
we don't know how they got there or who left. Well, actually, I know how they got there because we hid them back there, but I don't know who left them here originally.
Yeah, it's a good thing we did that too, because I'll be honest with you, the amount of times I come in here unprepared for a radio show, literally I have to bring one thing. Well, now two things, since we now shoot video for our radio show.
Yeah.
And if you want to check out that video on a daily basis, we stream live on YouTube. Just search Big Rich TD Fletch on YouTube. You'll find us there. But yeah, the only two things I need is a camera, whether that be on my laptop or just the camera itself, and my headphones. And I've recently forgotten both of those or one or the other multiple times.
How'd Friday go? Perfect. I watched the first 3 minutes live, and you guys were already cracking beers. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, we made sure to do that.
Yeah, although you probably missed the first 3 minutes because I didn't press go live.
Oh,
that too.
But after 3 minutes, I think we were good to go.
So J-Riff jumped in your chair.
Was he intolerable after the big win?
J-Riff now thinks he's Penny Hardaway.
Okay, cool.
J-Riff now thinks he is an all-star in the NBA and can't be convinced otherwise. J-Riff, after beating you, I think thinks that he's a good basketball player. He is not. I mean, as bad as Ben was, J-Riff still isn't a good basketball player. He just beat Ben, who was out of shape, which, by the way, Coach Travis and I, we take full responsibility for that.
Yeah,
we probably should have gotten him in better shape.
Yeah, and I went back, I watched the tape. There are some definite discrepancies that I would like to call into question here, which I will in the future. But man, J-Riff definitely cheated.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
Definitely cheated.
I think it's fair to say he's a cheater, and the title and the trophy should have came home with us.
Yeah.
The Hardwood and Balls Classic.
Right.
But hey, listen. Kind of sounds like sour grapes at this point.
Yeah, I'm glad he had his moment.
I'm
are glad he was here on Friday, and I'm sure he was DJ Cocksure to the max.
I want you to get a picture of him, put it on your ceiling in your bedroom with a target. I want you to just stare at it constantly and just mull your rematch, because I know you've said recently that maybe this is the last time you ever play competitive basketball in your life. However, I'd love you to reconsider, because I do think some of our new advanced training tactics could get you into the shape of your life.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. Have
you guys ever been to a wedding where the last 30 minutes probably shouldn't happen?
Oh,
That's what
I've been to a wedding where the wedding shouldn't have happened.
Been to those two.
Okay, but here's it was nothing to do with the bridal party, which I was a part of. It was nothing to do with the bride and the groom, which they were fantastic. It wasn't the two families. It was the other people that were there.
Right.
The friends of friends,
Yeah.
Got hammered because the whole time the wedding venue was all right, we don't do shots. That's not happening here. We're not doing shots. Well, at the end of the night, these two girls start flirting with the bartender or something, and they're right, they don't do shots, they do cups of tequila. And we're passing them out like crazy, full cups. And I was like, no, miss me on that. I don't need that.
Wow. Well,
10 minutes later, chicks are puking in the bushes. Ubers couldn't get there fast enough because it was in a pretty remote location.
Outside of the wedding venue, people were throwing up
in the middle of the wedding venue.
Wow. In the wedding?
Yeah, everything was outside.
Oh, got it.
But there was the AstroTurf area where everyone was seated.
Ooh.
And that's where the vomiting was good.
And the bartender's just standing there what did I do?
Wow. It's weird. A lot of that same description is how we described Friday after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same
is there
thing
a puker?
happened.
No. Yeah, there were
Cups
several.
of tequila.
Oh, yeah. Actually, though, the Tequila Collective, our boy Rob Gerard walked us through some of his single barrel selections over at Keg and Bottle. And again, if you haven't been to Keg and Bottle, where have you been? They have 10 locations across San Diego. Tony Kanja, the owner, joins us every Friday for Bar Car Friday.
Hooks you up with $10 off a bottle pretty much every Friday.
Oh, yeah. And he had discounts on some of these selections like Tres Agaves and Yayo. We tried Yayo tequila.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Right.
So
we also learned we were saying añejo?
Añejo.
Añejo.
Apparently there's an Enye over that that N.
Matilda.
Yeah, well, no, a tilde is the slash. The Enye is what they put over the N. And so I trust me, after the show, I looked all this up. I'm like, parts of speech, Spanish vocabulary. I'm like looking. So apparently we've been saying, I used to say anejo.
It's añejo.
Like a gringo.
Añejo.
Got it.
Yeah.
Tres agaves.
There's also several new cameras in here. I mean,
I don't know if it's announced yet, but there may be a collaboration with this station and a television station coming up here.
Yeah, I don't think it is announced.
Yeah, we'll see if that gets announced here soon, because there's been some work done in this studio, and so just be on the lookout for some new things coming our way.
It's also really fun not being the guy that ruins something.
What do you mean?
Like at the end of the night after the wedding, like my buddy Chris and I were sitting there like, dude, high five.
Yeah.
It wasn't us.
Yeah, you know what the best part of that is, well, I don't know if you had to drive anywhere, but when you drive home with your wife and you haven't screwed anything up and you can still have like a normal conversation, everything's fine. It's not that weird silence for a while. And then you're like, look, I mean, it wasn't really my fault.
He had it coming to him, and so did she.
Yeah.
They
were just passing out the drinks, hon.
You should not have punched his grandma. I don't care how much tequila she had. There is no excuse to punch an octogenarian at a wedding. Yeah, I agree with you. It feels good when you're not the problem. It's like that Taylor Swift song, "Me, I'm the problem. It's me."
Yeah.
It wasn't Ben.
It wasn't me.
Good job.
And it wasn't Kendall.
Good
and
job.
it wasn't anyone in the bride and groom party. It was great.
Wow.
So but then at the end of the night, I'm sitting there. I look at my buddy who just got married, and I was like, who invited these people?
Travis was in the car for 15 hours this weekend.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The way up was so long. And then the way back down from Fresno, almost as long.
You know,
I've done that
much,
drive,
so
bro.
much traffic.
You just got to fly it.
They say it in the name.
yeah.
It's not Yes, it's Fresno.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Look,
Did you meet up with Big Al at all?
I didn't meet up with anyone. No. I met up with my family, Sarah's family, my extended family up there for several hours, and then got back in the car and drove.
Got the hell out.
Yeah. In fact, we're in Clovis, and where I got off the freeway in Clovis, I didn't go 2 blocks towards Fresno from that point on. Yeah, it was bad. I felt bad. We left. I was like, I should have called him. Well, I'm already driving home.
Yeah. Listen, and also, by the way, 8 hours there, I would want to see nobody.
Yeah.
I would have been crocodile mean. And which, by the way, did you guys know that in Egypt, like 200 people a year, or I should say in Africa, not just Egypt, 200 people a year are getting eaten by crocodiles, Nile crocodiles.
What?
Yeah. What? So like,
is this
those
a
things are
growing statistic?
Well, they're bloodthirsty.
So well, listen, crocodiles in general are like alligators or large cold-blooded reptiles in general.
Right.
They have to eat constantly. And, or by the way, when they lie dormant, they can subsist for a year, but they're opportunists. So anytime there's a mammal that's riverside, they'll sneak up, jump out, drag it into the depths of the water, spin it until it drowns, and then just chomp it down whole.
Now, what does that have to do with Fresno?
Well, I think because I said I would be crocodile mad if I was in the car for 8 hours to Fresno.
Yeah.
And then I just got distracted. But yeah, so 200 people a year in Africa are eaten by Nile crocodiles. It's a problem. It's a growing problem.
I would
guys.
watch Crocodile Empire. Netflix, get on it.
We weren't the only ones that partied though this weekend. You also partied.
Oh yeah. Oh
good,
yeah, we had a kids party.
Yeah.
Ty had his birthday party at the Air and Space Museum. It was awesome out in Balboa Park down here in San Diego. Literally 25 children were just sprinting around that place, and I am shocked we didn't lose any of them. I mean, there were so many hiding places, and trust me, they found them all.
They break anything?
No, but me and
Like no space shuttle came off the ceiling and landed on the ground and smashed into a million pieces?
Thank God, no. We actually ran into the guy who does the security checks. Like, So the way they do it is they just send a guy around with a flashlight on a long pole. And he just literally goes from exhibit to exhibit, making sure that all the wires are going to stay, because they, like you just described, they hang airplanes from the ceiling. Like they have all these exhibits. And he's just like, yep. He's like, I got a checklist. I got to do it monthly. And he's like, so he caught me on a good day. He's like, nothing. I'm like, wait, what is a bad day? Look like?
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
It's like, this one was barely hanging on.
Dude, you know who I could see doing that job and probably doing it really well? Travis Dale.
Yeah,
hey, it's fine. I'd have a gigantic key ring.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did. This is a guy who has a Leatherman multi-tool on the belt.
Got one in my car.
Yep.
Got one in my car.
He goes, I used to use Gerber, but I'm a Leatherman now.
Yeah, we had a deal at Costco.
2 for 1. Real nice.
I'm telling you, that Leatherman little multi-tool has a knife on it. I'm not kidding you. It's the sharpest knife I've ever owned in my life. I mean, I filleted my finger with it.
They sharpen those.
Oh my goodness.
I did a car repair this weekend on Ann's car. I felt like when Tom Hanks in Castaway makes fire for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I felt like Travis Dale. I had the whole A-pillar panel pulled off. I had disattached a speaker so that I could try to fix the sunroof drain to like actually drain outside the car instead of into the footwell of the passenger side.
It's not supposed to do that.
It's not. As it turns out, you're not supposed to have a puddle of water when it rains outside. It's not supposed to rain in your car.
Now, did you fix it or did you break it further?
I think I fixed it because it rained a little bit in Pacific Beach last night and the car was dry, which you want.
Yeah.
What you want.
You do want
on
that.
the inside of a car. So that was good. It was a good weekend overall.
Fantastic news. Big day today.
Yeah.
Big day today.
We have a new friend.
We have a new friend.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? There are so many times, so many moments where I've thought we've peaked, and somehow we keep surpassing it. And here we go again. The same feeling of like, we did it.
Yeah.
Everything we've talked about is coming true.
I got first date jitters.
Yeah.
We've never met this person before.
Yeah. We got Frank the Tank from the Remy coming in. I cannot wait to meet him. He said he's bringing a grill. He's making us steaks. I was talking to
outside though. He didn't want to do it inside.
Well,
we're good streaking.
Well, by the way, the Padres won 3 in a row over the weekend. They lost yesterday, but they won 3 in a row.
4.
They almost got 4. Gosh,
that would have been the first time all year, which that's a bigger problem. But back to Frank the Tank.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Frank the Tank, he's going to be here. Frank from the Remy. It's a steakhouse. You know exactly where it is. There's a location right off of Hotel Circle. I think is the exit on the 8. You can see it from the freeway, and it's a perfect location if you want to stop off, get yourself some lunch, get yourself some dinner. They already had their soft opening. We're going to be there this week trying some of the food there, but they're coming here and grilling the steaks this morning. So that's going to be in the 7 or 8 o'clock hour. We're going to nail that down. And then we're going to nail down some steaks.
Check out their website, theremysd.com. It's a very cool website with what looks to be a beautiful ribeye on a wooden cutting board with some veggies around it.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Did you look at this menu?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
also, they have the old-fashioned cocktails that have smoke on them.
Yeah, the
the picture when you get to the website.
It's so great.
Right? That's a ribeye, or is that a New York? I can't tell.
Oh, that is perfection.
Yeah, it is perfection.
And that is, I can't tell because there's words over it. I'm just going to click on the part of the menu that says meat. And that'll do it. Oh, yeah. Look at this. We got the, I like the fact that it's a little surf and turf too. We got some ceviche. We got some fish tacos on this menu. Oh, my God. Oh, and here's this. Okay, so the chops is what they call it. They got a filet, an 8-ounce filet. They got a 12-ounce skirt steak. They got a 16-ounce NY strip. They got the ribeye. They got the bone-in ribeye. That's the one we're looking at on the front cover.
Yep.
Oh,
Tomahawk.
That's us, boys.
Frank, if you're listening, you better bring at least one tomahawk. Better bring a tomahawk. Otherwise, we can't be friends.
He's going to be here in about a half hour to start grilling.
Oh, my gosh. That is perfect. Can't wait. This is the best day ever.
It really is. It would have been a better day if the Padres would have won.
4 straight would have been cool.
4 in a row.
They haven't done that all year.
No.
Nope.
Not yet.
3 is as good as it's gotten so far, and that's still pretty good. But, yeah, you can always wish for more. You can always wish for more.
Especially when you had one in the bag.
And
yesterday you really had it. Blake Snell, maybe his best performance ever in a Padres
Why did he
uniform.
only throw 85 pitches, though?
He got hurt.
Oh, he did?
Some ankle thing or something. There was some swelling. He says he's fine and that's nothing to worry about, but there were some concerns in the game.
That's no bueno because he's been the best so
Blake
far.
Snell, 7 innings, 85 pitches. Like, where'd that come from?
Yeah, no kidding.
12 strikeouts. The dude was on fire.
And
Super
it feels
efficient.
like the last Snell outing was also a good one. I think last 4.
Yeah,
good.
he's been on fire.
But they also blew it, man. It was a blown Snell performance, and we're all sitting here going, you can't waste the good Snell ones. Can't do it.
Yeah.
And it happened again.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
especially in Denver.
Yeah, and it's the frustrating part is you had the win. I mean, you had it, and you looked like Padres were in control. And once again, we're sitting here going, man, 1 out of 7 with men in scoring position.
That's tough.
You just didn't bring them in. Just play a little small ball, make it happen. Same complaints here. You should have gotten 4 in a row.
And I know that Hader doesn't go 3 straight days. Like at least at this point in the season, he doesn't. And I don't know if that's from Preller, if that's from Hader's agent, if that's from Hader, but he just doesn't go 3 straight days. But I feel like at this point, probably should have had him in there 3 straight days.
Well,
just you need to get on some sort of roll and you want your best stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, Blake Snell, you said it right, through his last 4 starts. Back to May 25th through this current start we saw yesterday, he's been on fuego. 5 innings on May 25th, 1 run ball. Let's see how many strikeouts. 6 strikeouts that day. 6 innings, 0 runs, 7 strikeouts on May 31st. Against the Cubs, he goes 6 innings. It's 0 run ball, 8 strikeouts, and then 12 strikeouts through 7 innings. Only gave up 3 hits yesterday and 1 earned run. He had really 1 blow up day in May. Other than that, it's been 3 earned runs or less, and he's been efficient. I mean, this is the most efficient start maybe he's ever had as a Padre yesterday, which you need, but you just can't blow those wins. I mean, it's just you're snatching, or it's a no decision for him, but you're just snatching victory, or I should say defeat, from the jaws of victory. And that's kind of what the Padres have done all season long. It just felt like we were trending in the right direction, and they came to a hard stop. But we got the Guardians coming in town tomorrow, days rest in between. So we'll see. Maybe they got right a little bit over the weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. And you know what? You didn't sweep. You took 2 out of 3. I mean, well, I'll take it. You take those victories on the series, but
it's just the Rockies.
Yeah, you were supposed to sweep this one. Gary Sanchez, homer number 5, right? Friday night. And then he went 0 for Saturday and Sunday. I believe it was 0 for Saturday. Definitely yesterday.
Please don't get hold.
Don't take Gary away from us.
Come on, Gary.
He can't get cold now.
We just got a Gary Sanchez poster from our office.
It's literally in the mail.
So Blake Snell, he got hit by a comebacker in the 7th inning on his ankle, and he initially stayed in the game, got out of the inning, and then went and got x-rays. Everything's negative. He says he's completely fine. We'll see if there's any impact.
Yeah, and by the way, like with some of these off days, maybe they can schedule it and smooth things around so he can miss a start. He is hot right now, so it kind of feels like you don't want to break up the good Momo, but if he needs a day, he needs a day. And so if he, that's the beauty of being a starting pitcher, is you get paid a handsome sum of money and they can help you out when you have an injury. You don't have to go on the IL, and you could end up taking a little time to get back on your feet. Speaking of feet, over at the Good Feet store, they have these art supports. I highly suggest you put them in your shoes. How do you get your hands on them, though? You got to go down to the store, try their personalized free fitting test walks, try before you buy. You have nothing to lose. And these art supports are going to help you melt away some of that lower back pain, pain in the feet, pain in the knees, pain in your hips. I've struggled with all of that at different points. Since I've been wearing these art supports, I've enjoyed the numerous benefits, which includes pain relief, like I mentioned, but better balance. You'll find yourself tripping less, better performance in anything you're doing, injury prevention, recovery. I know Ben was dancing all weekend at a wedding. This guy is right as rain today. Look at you.
And I'll tell you what, because of the Men's Warehouse shoes that we had to wear, I couldn't put my shoes in or my insoles in because they were so tight anyways. My feet hurt really bad. The next morning, put my insoles back in, I feel great.
See,
Man,
there you go.
You
There you
know,
have
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Men's Warehouse.
Listen, they've been doing this for 30 years at the Good Feet store, 200 locations across the U.S. overseas. Get to the Good Feet store and check them out online at goodfeet.com. Book your appointment today. Okay, coming up next, busy weekend in the NBA as well. Do the Heat have a chance? We'll break that down next.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals happening tonight. Do the Heat have a chance? We'll break it down coming up next.
This update is presented by DraftKings. Padres have a nice weekend in Colorado, winning 2 out of the 3 games. It was almost a clean sweep, but an hour-and-a-half rain delay leading to the Rockies' walk-off home run yesterday ruins the Padres' chances to win 4 straight games for the first time this year. They got a day off today before starting a 6-game homestand against the Cleveland Guardians and Tampa Bay Rays. NBA Finals Heat, they're going to need a win tonight over the Nuggets to stay alive. Denver holding a 3-1 series lead. Looking to close it out on their home court tonight in Denver. Over in golf, Nick Taylor drains a 72-foot putt on the 4th playoff hole to win the RBC Canadian Open. He becomes the first Canadian to win the Open in 69 years. The U.S. Open teeing off this Thursday at the Los Angeles Country Club. All the biggest names in golf will be there, and we'll have updates every day presented by the Golf Mart, home of the 90-day guarantee. This update was presented by DraftKings.
Big Rich, Sheedy, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Big day today. The Remy going to be grilling up some steaks in the parking lot here in just a few minutes. Also, coming up on the show today, we have a chance for you to win a pair of tickets to see the Bare Naked Ladies at the Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. Tickets and info at Ticketmaster.com, or just keep listening for your chance to win. Are we going to do a little That's Bunk Man? That's what I'm talking about. Are you drinking a Coors Banquet? Oh, it's a Starbucks.
How great would that have been? I was just putting one down this early.
I was like, what? How come we didn't get invited to the
No,
party?
we got that fancy new vending machine, and I was not having any energy because I got into San Diego at like 10 o'clock last night, and I got the double shot.
Wow, all I saw was the golden can and thought,
would you have thought
attaboy, Ben.
more highly of me or less of me?
I would have thought more highly of you, but then also probably would have had a discussion with Rich that maybe we need to
Have a talk.
Yeah, have a small talk. Look, Ben is just ripping them in the morning here. It's fine,
Dude, but from like Thursday when I left you guys, my flight left San Diego Thursday at 8:55 p.m.
Yeah,
Didn't sleep at all basically Thursday night because we get into Seattle near midnight, and then it's the first time you see all your friends in a long time.
yeah.
And then yesterday, we all got up at like 11 o'clock because we stayed up till 3 a.m. the night of the wedding. And then didn't leave Seattle until like 9:30 last night. Had to circle above Los Angeles for an extra 45 minutes last night because of something going on.
Whoa,
Didn't land in San Diego till close to 10.
wow, that's a long day.
It was a long day.
When you were up in Seattle, did you go do anything? Like, did you go check out the
Saw the
grunge,
Space
the
Needle.
grunge scene?
Went to a really, really cool bar called the Kiwi and the Kangaroo.
Okay.
Don't know why,
The
but it
Kiwi
had
and the
creepy
Kangaroo.
clowns on the wall, and it was really good food.
I like that a lot.
And we saw the Space Needle. We did the touristy stuff.
You didn't go to like Kurt Cobain's first house or
No,
anything?
we're actually in Seattle
You missed
for
that.
a total of like 2 hours. The wedding was up north in a town called Snohomish.
Oh, got it. Makes sense. How was the Space Needle?
It was cool. I mean, we didn't go inside or anything. I just
You
looked
stared at it from
Yeah.
the bottom. Okay. All right. I mean, sounds successful.
But I don't
Very
get
nice.
like I thought that it served some sort of purpose. You know, that the Space Needle, had something to do with space. It's literally just there's a restaurant at the top and it's something to look at.
No,
yeah,
it's
well, it's a
just
Space Needle because it's so high.
giant phallic structure in the
Yeah.
middle of the skyline. That's it.
It's point. It's so high. It's in space.
Yeah.
It's not even the highest building.
In Seattle?
I don't think so. Like
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm looking at it, so
Wait,
I
hold
don't know this for a fact, but looking at it, I think I saw like 2 or 3 buildings higher.
Travis, look it up.
I'm looking up.
Look
Googling.
up the Space
He
Needle.
is correct.
What? Wow. Okay. So
Well, I
that changes
think- I don't know.
everything.
Hold on.
I thought this was cool, Space
Yeah.
Needle. Turns out
Whatever.
it,
Well,
turns
it
out
was
it
start
isn't.
created
over.
for the World Fair in some random year way back when, and I
The-
think at that point it was probably the highest. But now there's a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
according to Wikipedia, the tallest building in Seattle is the 76-story Columbia Center.
Of course.
I'm
which
telling you,
is-
like flying in, you see all, and it is a beautiful town. Like I have no
Seattle's a
shade
fun
on
city.
Seattle,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but flying in, you can see the whole like greater Seattle area, and you see the Space Needle, and it kind of gets dwarfed.
By
That
the
was
rest
my-
of the skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Space Needle comes in a tie for number 8 of the tallest buildings in Seattle.
I was gonna say, I bet you there's 7 buildings taller.
Yeah, it's good. I'll tell you, it's still a good city. I've been, I think I've only been in Seattle proper, like into the city one time. It was when I was playing the Seahawks. But you walk around that place, it's gorgeous.
Lumen Field looks dope,
Yeah, it's cool. Cool place to play.
and those people are crazy about the Kraken.
They're crazy.
Every Uber driver we had is nutso about the Kraken.
That's a great sports
Wow.
town. The MLS team, the Sounders, get a ton of love. Obviously the Seahawks do. The Kraken, the NHL team, they're getting tons of love. Yeah, I
I
mean,
asked
Supersonic. Oh, wait.
whoops, they're in Oklahoma.
I asked one Uber driver who's actually listening to a Mariners game while I was in his car. I asked him if he misses Russ at all, and he just laughed and said, "Hell no, dude! That dude sucked for the Broncos last year."
Yeah,
Can you give me his name?
Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about the Uber driver.
Yeah.
I forget you're a Broncos fan, but yeah, it's a sad existence these
I
days.
forget you're a Broncos fan because I want to block that part out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's-
you other than
Yeah.
that.
That part is so bad.
Denver's another city underrated. I've been to Denver a bunch of times. Love it every time I've gone. Really, really nice place. But yeah, I mean the Broncos, if Russ ain't right next season, things are gonna get real dark.
Yeah.
Real dark.
Yeah, no doubt.
Although they may have a championship coming to the city as soon as this week. The Denver Nuggets just absolutely maiming the Heat over the weekend.
Literally.
Game 3, they beat them by a million. It wasn't even a close game at all. You had 2 players for the first time in history have 30-point triple doubles.
Crazy.
So Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray both dominate the Heat in game 3. And then game 4, I mean, you figure the Heat would be like, all right, bounce back time, home floor. Let's level the series again before we head back to Denver. Nope. Nope. Just as bad.
The Heat kind of look like a team that's already been beaten, and it's really tough to turn that around. Like, especially when you're down 3-1, you lose 2 at home.
Yeah. I mean, it almost felt a little gassed after game 2.
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay. After game 2, I thought maybe the Heat do have a chance. And then game 3 rolled around and I went, maybe that was the last get-go here on the Heat.
Well, here's the deal with the Heat, because this is true not only through the postseason, every series up until this series, but it was true in the regular season too. They were one of the best 3-point percentage shooting teams all year long. And it's really what saved them in certain moments throughout the postseason. I mean, this was an 8 seed coming in, you remember, probably better than that because Jimmy Butler didn't play a lot of the regular season. Kind of felt like almost like the Lakers of the Eastern Conference were the Heat. Like both, bad seeded teams found their way into the conference finals. Well, the Heat won theirs. And this appearance in the finals, frankly, I don't think we've seen the best. That fourth quarter in game 2, that didn't feel like, it felt like they kind of ran into a little luck there and they got hot at the right time and it all fell into place. That was like a historically good quarter in NBA Finals history. The Heat are better than this. They just haven't played good basketball. There's no stopping Nikola Jokic, but my point is the Heat are actually a better offensive team than they've showed. And if Jimmy Butler has one of those crazy Milwaukee Bucks performances where he puts up whatever it was, I think it was 48 or 50 something, like
he broke 50.
He broke 50. It might have been a 58-point game for him. If he has one of those games in game 5, I mean, we could be talking about this series way differently, but right now they're down 3-1 heading to Denver.
Well, but is he going to be able to do 3 of those?
Well, they only needed one in the Bucks series, and then it just encouraged the team. Like it kind of was like, oh, whoa, like Superman just showed up.
And he's going to have to do it in Denver, which has been a brutal place to play this year for teams. I just, oof.
Well, it hasn't happened yet in the series. There hasn't been the Jimmy Butler game yet. And you would think you would see it before the series ends, and it's going to have to be tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be. I don't know if it needs 50, but I would say a high 30, 40-point game from Jimmy Butler and just some dominance out there, changing the game up a little bit, making the Nuggets have to make some kind of an adjustment. That's the way they win this thing.
Be the player of the game. Just be like, for one time, it can't be Jamal Murray. It can't be Nikola Jokic. If the Heat are going to have a chance, I mean, Jimmy Butler has to be the player of the game at some point. He hasn't done it this series. The other side story of game 4 was Conor McGregor and the mascot. So pregame, or maybe it was halftime, they do a bit.
Right.
Where Bernie
He comes out in boxing gloves.
Yeah, so Bernie, the Heat mascot, is out there in giant boxing gloves. He's just like, oh, what's happening here? All of a sudden, you see Conor McGregor come out there. You're like, okay, proper 12 whiskey. What's going on? So he goes toe to toe with Bernie. I don't know if he said something to him, or I don't know if they have a past, if there's beef there. But Conor hits him with a right cross. I mean, a haymaker. Drops Bernie to the court.
And then hits him again
and
then, while he's down.
Little ground and pound.
Jumps on top of him and gives him a couple more.
Just rattles off a few punches and then raises his fist triumphant to the fans there in Miami.
While Bernie lays unconscious on the ground.
Well, we don't know if he lost consciousness, but we do know he went to the emergency room.
Right.
Bernie is going to make it. I don't want anybody, send your letters if you care to, but I mean, you don't need to send flowers. We're not throwing a funeral. We're just letting him nurse his wounds a little bit here.
So this was supposed to be a bit. Now I'm assuming the bit was Conor McGregor was supposed to punch him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I would assume so,
but not actually clock the guy to where he is just creamed out there on the court.
I'm glad you say that because Dana White was interviewed before UFC. I think it was 289, which was awesome, by the way. 6 Canadians won. But Dana White was asked about it,
Yeah.
Go
And like this
Canada.
was my
Carolyn?
this was my first thought exactly was what Dana White said.
I saw the Deontay Wilder one too. What's up with mascots wanting to get punched in the face by professional fighters? What do you expect? You want to get punched? I mean, what are those mascot things made out of? Unless you're like the Golden Knights mascot, I wouldn't be. I don't even know what the hell he wears, but I'm assuming it's a metal helmet. I wouldn't have professional fighters punching me in the face if I was a mascot. And doesn't seem like the brightest thing in the world.
The funniest part is I don't remember the Deontay Wilder one, but I do know this. Deontay Wilder and Conor McGregor are some of the fiercest knockout artists in their given sports.
And they have one speed.
Yeah.
Like you can't ask Conor McGregor to halfway throw a punch.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way,
I think you can ask him. I mean,
I just don't think he can do it.
He just completely leveled poor Bernie.
I will say this as well. I mean, if that's what you're known for, like you're known like for just brutally knocking people out. I mean, you want to sell the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to tell Bernie, hey, look, hold on tight, brother. I'm gonna give you the old heave ho here.
But did you need to do the ground and pound?
The second one was the one that probably sent him to the hospital.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I think you needed it. I honestly, because you got to make sure your opponent's down, and then Big John is going to jump in there and break it up.
This also brings me back to the question of what would it take to get you in the ring with Conor McGregor?
It would take a lot of his whiskey. I'd have to be extremely drunk.
Money, so much money.
But like to take the 1-2 that Bernie got, because I'm sure Bernie probably is going to get broke off a little bit here, if not by the Miami Heat.
Conor McGregor. No. He protected himself legally. He signed a waiver that completely absolves Conor from anything.
Well, you don't think the Heat are going to goose his next paycheck a little bit?
No.
That sucks.
Not even
because
a little.
For me, I'm telling you right
now, if you like blew out both your knees in the Hardwood and Balls Classic, everybody would have given you a pat on the back and been like, hey, tough one there.
I know that. I signed that paperwork and I had that conversation with the bosses. Like, hey, by the way, if you get hurt here, it's on you. But for you today, now, Rich, you're, I would assume, a little more financially stable than myself. I think I'd do it for 50 grand.
For 50 grand?
I've never seen 50 grand in my life.
Like skull fracture for 50 grand.
Well, all my medical bills need to be taken care of.
Millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Millions and millions and millions.
Tell me like someone gave you a check for $100,000.
Millions and millions and millions of dollars.
I might do it for $1 million tax-free. Like if I'm walking away with $1 million in my pocket.
Text line 70470. Start your message with team.
Whoa.
What's the least amount you would do for it?
Do I get to wear the Bernie costume?
No, you just regular Travis Dale.
Do I get to put my hands up at all?
Nope. You got to take one punch.
Oh yeah. We're talking. I'm not allowed to defend myself. I'm going. That's too low. I'm going to probably say $30 million is the lowest amount.
Does he roundhouse me in the side of the face, or is he breaking my nose?
I'm going to say you're going to take it right on the jaw.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a broken jaw.
$30 million.
Yeah, I might up it.
Yeah,
I might up it.
I mean,
I'm still saying 50 grand might be good enough.
What if it was $50,000 in Burger King gift cards?
Yes.
Whopper, double Whopper.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
No, without a doubt.
Oh my gosh. That is a no-go for me. All right, coming up in just a little while.
50 grand sounds pretty good.
And 50 grand is a low number.
Yeah, that is a very low number.
Which reminds me, we need to start paying Ben to do funny things because
he'll take cash.
He's going to take a low amount to do a lot of damage to himself.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You could take your money, by the way, and then go to Vegas and bet on the latest Bachelorette.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we got to get to that. Those hips don't lie. No. Do the lines lie? We'll get there. So the Catamaran Resort Hotel and Spa, they have something special they do every single summer, and you've got to get in on this. It's called Sunset Luau's on the Bay. They take place starting June 13th. That's this Tuesday through September 1st. Tuesdays and Fridays, you're going to go to the Sunset Luau. All you can eat, mouth-watering Hawaiian buffet, authentic island music, hula dancing, fiery torch performers, even a volcano that erupts confetti at the end of the show. The kids love it. So I go every single year. I live like down the block from the Catamaran Resort. We're there constantly. They got this big koi pond with a waterfall in the lobby. Oceana, awesome eats over at their restaurant there. They have this patio. You can overlook the sunset on the bay. They have plenty for the kids. They even have like a parrot terrarium. When you walk around the resort campus, they have parrots that are just hanging out and they talk to you. We do our Easter egg hunts there. We do our Mother's Day and Father's Day brunches there. You got to get there, though, for these luau's on the bay. And we got a special offer for everybody listening. Big Rich's special offer. Promo code Big Rich at catamaranluau.com. You could save 10% on Sunset Luau's. Again, starting Tuesday, June 13th. That's this Tuesday all the way through September 1st, Tuesdays and Fridays. Book yours right now at catamaranluau.com. Do you want to place a bet that's not on sports at a sports book? Be listening for your opportunity coming up next. So in about 13 minutes, we're going to start the hour next hour. And then I'm going to take the show on the road. I'm going to literally walk out of here with my iPhone connected to StreamYard, which we should have clear audio. And I'm going to make my way to our front parking lot where Frank from the Remy is grilling up steaks for us this morning. we'll do a quick chat out front as he's we don't even know what cuts he brought. We're just trusting the man to just dazzle us with some meats in the 7 o'clock hour.
Have we thought about the audio of this? Is he going to be able to hear us?
Good question.
Yeah.
He probably won't be able to hear your questions.
Well, no,
I'll probably have to relay them to you.
I mean, he is in Rich as I was looking at Ben Fletcher.
Yeah, Rich will be able to hear us because he'll have headphones in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But I think Rich will probably just have to do the interview with Frank by himself.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
I cannot wait to smell the grill.
Can't either.
Like just the smell of charcoal in the morning.
Oh,
Just, gosh.
Can't wait.
I'm going out there
Can't
too.
wait.
Even if it's just to like
listen,
walk out there and see.
At the break, I think we're all taking a field trip to at least shake hands and then get our eyes on what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a hug.
You're our new best friend, Frank, and you don't really know what you signed up for if you're listening to us, but you're our new best friend.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. This is going to be a great partnership. The Remy is open, so you're going to want to check them out this week. Right off the 8 freeway, right off, I believe it's Hotel Circle, that exit. The Remy, we just went through their menu earlier today.
And we're going this week.
And we're going this week. We're going to start sampling some of their foods, not just having cookouts in the parking lot. We're going to actually sit in the restaurant, have a couple of drinks, have a couple of steaks, and make sure that, look, if there's one thing we are is thorough on this show, we need to
do our research.
Make sure that we give this place the good once around, maybe the twice around, maybe a thrice around.
Dude, if 21-year-old Ben was able to like look into the future and see this, that we have a liquor store with 10 locations throughout all of San Diego, Keg and Bottle, kegandbottle.com, and the RemySD.com now. The Remy Steakhouse sponsoring the show, making us steaks.
Yeah.
I think 21-year-old Ben would be pretty happy.
Yeah. You know what else I could really use is like a mattress company. I mean, how a good night's sleep. Come on.
Yeah, gosh.
Put it out there.
Mattress companies out there.
Maybe purple.
Really?
Maybe
a purple. Yeah.
Maybe Sattva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
those.
Tempur-Pedic.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I love mattresses.
You want one of those that goes like this, don't you, you sly son of a gun?
I have one of those right now. Yeah.
Orthopedically adjustable.
Yeah. I got one of those, and it's real nice.
Real nice, Clark. Real nice.
Yeah.
So Shakira, you can actually.
We're on Shakira watch here. Bigger CD and Fletch.
We've been on Shakira watch for a little while
since Tom Cruise had said, "Hey, look, we've seen a lot of tape of Shakira. We are very interested in dating Shakira," and now she's been linked to Tom Cruise. She's been linked to Lewis Hamilton, this Formula One driver. There's a rumor mill of Tom Brady being in the mix
Jimmy
somehow.
Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. So there's a lot of suitors, and apparently Vegas decided, you know what, people probably want to bet on this.
Yeah. Fans have been speculating who the Colombian superstar and musician is going to date next. So if you think Lewis Hamilton, you could get those odds at plus 350. Tom Cruise plus 450. Chris Evans.
Yeah, is that just arbitrarily just picking a name?
It's got to be one of the Chris's, right?
Captain America.
Hemsworth,
Captain
Pratt,
America?
Yeah,
Evans.
He's an Avenger. Plus
Well,
900, by the way.
How about any other soccer player? Any of them.
Plus 1400.
What would Big Rich, CD, and Fletch be on this list? Plus 50,000? 60?
That's really low.
Those odds would be way longer.
I mean, 600 billion.
Dude, Kevin Costner is on this list.
Yeah, right.
At plus 7,500. Kevin Costner.
Because I guess Kevin Costner is going through a divorce, so I guess that's why they thought. I mean,
how old is Kevin Costner?
You never know.
Let's see. Let's look up K-Dog.
Mid-60s.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. He's got to be.
Dude is still handsome.
Oh,
watch Yellowstone.
He's 68. 68. Yeah. And she's
good looking, dude.
52.
46.
Wow, I was way off.
I think. Let me double check. I feel like I've looked this up about 30 times. 46. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shakira's 46. I mean, that works. Yeah. Only about 10-year age gap there.
Kellis, who is 42.
It's a 22-year age gap.
Oh, yeah.
The lady who sang Milkshake. You know how the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard?
Yes.
That
They're
Kellis is
better
now
than
dating
yours.
Bill Murray, who is 72.
Oh, that's right.
She's 42.
Wow.
He's 72.
Well, love is blind. I've always said that.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a show based on that.
There
That
is,
very principle.
Yeah. Money also helps with love.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
When
There's that.
a big age discrepancy. Although, does Shakira make as much as Kevin Costner? I would think
No, Shakira makes bank.
Yeah, I know. She probably makes more.
I would say Shakira is printing cash. She is a global superstar, and she tours constantly.
Shakira net worth is $300 million.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look up Kevin Costner.
Yeah. I mean, and also like Costner, I can't. What? Well, I guess Yellowstone.
250 million. I spit everywhere right
that's
now.
ridiculous. How could you? And also him, I mean, 250 million, please. Puny, paltry sum of money. Get on Shakira's level, Costner. I don't know where this is going, but I promise you we will update everybody. Yeah.
It's
important. It's important to all of us. Also, did you guys see, we should talk about this coming up next hour, but the XFL lost all sorts of money in its inaugural season. Well, I should say its second inaugural season coming back. $60 million is how much they lost.
Yeah, that didn't seem to work as great the second time around either.
No.
I feel like a $60 million loss may not mean they're going to be around very long.
Now, I think The Rock did say before this even started that they knew they were going to be losing money in the first year. I don't know that they knew they'd be losing this much money, but he said they have enough to lose for a couple years.
I don't know if I remember him talking about them losing money.
I think he said we haven't, like, because he was asked point blank, why do you think that this will work when other leagues recently have all failed? Like, because the AAF started, failed, the USFL is still kind of happening. Chiavezzino actually just nominated for Defensive Player of the Week. But he was asked, and he was like, we have enough money to make sure it doesn't fail the first time around.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not saying, hey, we're going to lose a ton of money. I mean, look, I would never get involved in spring professional football from an ownership standpoint because I think it's too high risk. $60 million is an incredible amount of money to lose.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Young Rock also just canceled, so The Rock, not doing well.
Yeah.
Not doing well.
A couple of L's.
You're hearing
what is Young Rock?
That was a TV show.
I think it was on Apple.
No, it was on like ABC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, Young Rock was like supposed to be a biopic of his life.
Yeah,
people were not watching.
No.
Unfortunately, not for The
I don't
Rock.
know what network it's on, but I do know that we have Bare Naked Lady tickets to give away. Chance for you to win those tickets. They're going to be at Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. Tickets and info is available at Ticketmaster.com, or keep listening for your chance to win. Because next time we're going to do a little That's Bunkman.
We're going to do That's Bunkman. Also, is he really done? And steaks are next. It's Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Monday.
This update is presented by Staples Stores. Padres had a nice weekend in Colorado. They won 2 out of 3. Almost a clean sweep, but an hour-and-a-half rain delay leading to the Rockies' walk-off homer yesterday ruined the Padres' chances to win 4 straight games for the first time this year. Day off today before they start a 6-game homestand against the Cleveland Guardians and Tampa Bay Rays. That'll get going tomorrow at Petco Park. NBA Finals. Heat need a win tonight over the Nuggets to stay alive. Denver holding a 3-1 series lead, looking to close it out on their home court tonight in Denver. And in golf, Nick Taylor drained a 72-foot putt on the 4th playoff hole to win the RBC Canadian Open. Nick Taylor becoming the first Canadian to win the RBC in 69 years. U.S. Open teeing off this Thursday at the Los Angeles Country Club. Staples Print and Marketing Services help small businesses print big. Right now, get $15 off signs, banners, posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends July 1st. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. And this is your sign to try Staples, where your prints are perfect, guaranteed.
Yeah! Woo! Happy Monday to those who celebrate. We certainly do here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Every Monday is a fun Monday. You get through a weekend and you're primed and ready for a long week of fun in studio. And then some days are even better than others. This particular Monday, we have the Remy, which is a steakhouse opening in the Mission Valley area right off the 8. It, just from the looks of the cuts we just saw in the parking lot, it looks like it's going to be a winner.
We got a cowboy.
We got a cowboy ribeye,
right?
So it's got the big rib bone in there. We got the New York strip,
and then there was
2 bone-in filet mignons.
Golly.
All of them American Wagyu.
Yep, which means that you got the Japanese Wagyu cows or bulls mating with these like New Jersey beef. These cows, and they're married together on this farm in Montana. We're gonna get all the details. We're butchering it.
Have you? Yeah. Have you ever had a bone-in filet?
Yeah, they're delicious.
I've never had one.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Those cuts that we just looked at, the marbling on these steaks is absolutely outrageous. As a matter of fact, the grill's getting fired up. Like we just said, we're out there with Frank, the owner, and it looks like the chef who's going to be pumping out steaks at the Remy. His son Kingsley have the grill set up in the parking lot, just tailgate down on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is how morning should be here on the regular. So do you think I should I go remote right now? I
mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
Ben Fletcher.
Go, man.
Okay. All right. So we're going to send Rich out to the parking lot here. We're going mobile. You're going very, very complicated here by, do you have to have the link?
Yeah.
There? You got it. Okay.
I think I have the link. Here, let's see how this goes.
Okay. Test it out in studio.
We're going to test it out in studio.
Fine.
Let's check this out.
Turn your mic off and go stand in the corner.
I know.
Wow.
Jeez, yeah.
Jeez.
How about you let Jesse rob this train? Just take it easy.
Hang on. So
blown in from Seattle, bossing everyone around.
Due to the fact that we were jet setting over the weekend, we didn't set this up until this morning. So we're gonna use it off the phone. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Nobody panic.
I did reach out to the engineers here. They did not respond.
They were zero help.
Yes, they did not respond.
Screw you, John Rigg.
Actually, what he said was, we're doing some stuff early morning for 760. And I was like, oh, cool. Like in studio? No response.
Okay.
So, it's fine.
This could actually. Oh, wow.
Okay,
look at this.
Hang on. Are you in?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
I'm going to write Rich on the Run. That's going to be my name here.
Rich on the Run. Rich on the Run.
Check it out. Enter studio.
Okay. All right. Enter Sandman.
Oh my!
Look at this. Look at this. Hang on. Let's see if we have a camera up here. You can follow this, by the way, on our YouTube channel. Big Rich TD Fletch is where you find us. I see Rich on the Run right now.
He is here. He's gonna need to turn off your Wi-Fi if you're going outside.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Wi-Fi's off. Okay, we don't hear Rich though. All right, okay, hold on. Rich on the Run. Rich on the Run. I see on the grid. I do not have any audio of Rich on the Run. Where's
1, 2, 3?
Nothing out of the.
Look at us. Look at us doing show prep during the show.
Oh yeah, hang on.
It's a perfect job.
Look at us. Look at us doing show.
Okay, all right.
Prep.
So far, so good.
Perfect. I don't even see him.
No, I don't even see you on the screen.
Oh, wait,
Hang on, yeah.
Well, you got to welcome me into the studio.
I did.
You guys don't
welcome in.
hear
It's just
anything?
black
No, I
screen.
don't even.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rich, it's very odd. It looked like it's almost frozen. No, we got nothing. It's not working out.
I'm gonna try getting it going on mine. Hang
Yeah,
on.
okay.
You guys talk about the Padres.
We'll talk about the Padres. Sure, we can talk about the Padres if you like. They did not win 4 in a row. They really needed to win 4 in a row. They need to go on and win 4 in a row. More than games, just in general. In fact, listen, winning, if you're looking at the last 4 and you say they've won 3 out of 4, and then you extrapolate that over 15, 20 games, that's a good run. That's a good stretch.
Well, yeah,
but you got to keep racking up wins.
The thought process that I came up with was if they somehow are able to get on a good run through 20 games, which will bring us basically through halfway through the month of July. Like I'm talking about, they win enough games where you're like, okay, yeah, this is serious. Like the Padres, like a 5-15, or excuse me, a 15-5 run, something like that, or like a 14-6 run. A lot will be forgiven here. They'll be back in the conversation in the NL West. This is going to be one of those teams where all of a sudden people are going to talk about, geez, the Padres are getting hot at the right time, right before the trade deadline, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be one of those conversations as opposed to the disappointment that it's been so far this year.
Right.
We got Ben in studio.
Yeah,
what are you doing now?
Hang on. Whoa.
He's testing out the StreamYard on his phone.
I could hear audio coming in.
Oh, you know what I could do actually? I could just call the studio and we could do a phoner if we want to do that. I could trade the phone back and forth with Frank in the parking lot.
We definitely could do that.
Yeah.
Whatever works. He's not even listening. He walked out.
No, he's gone.
Wow. Wait, he's leaving.
Yeah.
Has it been on the run?
It's been on the run.
Wow.
Now it's been on the run.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's see.
I wanted to get to this, and we'll see if we can connect with Ben in the parking lot. The Remy, by the way, is cooking up our steaks in the damn parking lot. The Remy is the new steakhouse in town. It's in the Mission Valley area. Go to the Remy, and that's spelled REMYSD.com. So theremysd.com. Check out their menu. Book your reservation now because this place is going to be popular. And we got the 2 bone-in filet mignons. We got the New York strip and the bone-in ribeye. That's going to be coming up in studio in just a little bit here. I wanted to shift gears, though, to the NFL before Ben gets on the phone with Frank from the Remy. So we both have Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Hopkins as free agents.
Right.
DeAndre Hopkins has been a free agent for a little bit now. So he's been visiting with teams. He's been having conversations with, his agent, and his agent's been having conversations with team executives. He's actually been visiting places. Most recently, went to the Patriots. Went to the Patriots for a visit, and that place shockingly checks a ton of his boxes.
Right.
A lot of people were like, well, he wants to play for like a Patrick Mahomes. Well, that's not what he said exactly. When he was on I Am Athlete podcast, what he said was he wants to play with a quarterback who loves football. Right? Mac Jones, I think he loves football. He seems like a passionate guy. Got the Patriots to the playoffs his rookie season. He also said he wants to go to a stable organization. Check box. Yeah. He also said that he wants to go to a place where he's got a chance. And if they add DeAndre Hopkins, I think the Patriots have a chance to do something special. And he said defense is the most important thing. Defense wins championships. There's one thing you could say about Bill Belichick teams over the past bunch of decades is they always have good defenses.
Yeah, I don't know if DeAndre Hopkins makes them a Super Bowl contender, though. I mean, it does make them, it puts them in a conversation. It makes them obviously a much better team, but I don't know if it's a team that all of a sudden is competing for a top spot in the AFC. You got a lot of teams ahead of you, even if you had DeAndre Hopkins. For whatever reason, DeAndre Hopkins seems a little bit radioactive. There's just a touch of radioactivity on him for some reason, and it's probably the way that the Cardinals said goodbye, and then the fact that there are teams that aren't just jumping on the fact to have him.
I just think he's too expensive for what he's done over the past 2 seasons. I don't know. I mean, look, you've heard reports of him not being like the biggest practice guy. Like, during his time in Houston, that was part of the reason why him and Billy O'Brien, who, by the way, is the new offensive coordinator, he's back in New England with the Patriots. That's the reason why there was some butting of heads there in Houston. But guess what? Billy O isn't in charge of this team in New England. It's Bill Belichick. And I think there's like a mischaracterization of Bill Belichick being this guy who's like a tyrant. He's actually a player's coach. He'll give veterans time off if they need it at practice. It happened my entire time there, 3 years with the Patriots. I saw a lot of veterans get time off when they needed a rest day during practice weeks. As long as they provided what you needed them to provide in the game and they didn't screw things up, he was fine with it. Just get the work you need and be good on Sunday. This works. So, yeah, the DeAndre Hopkins story is going to continue. Dalvin Cook's also hanging out there. And speaking of cooking, I think we have a secure line out in the parking lot. So I'm going to give this a shot.
Ready. It's on the water cooler in the break room.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
here we go.
All right, we're gonna try it.
I'm heading out.
Yeah, and Rich is now on the run. He's leaving the studio very, very quickly. Look, if this works, once again, we have landed on the moon.
This is gonna work. Yeah, it's the internet connection through mine and Rich's mobile carrier in studio isn't the best. So on the way out, it's much better.
Okay.
And so as soon as I got out of this room, it was fine.
Okay. All right. And you were able to hear us talking.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Well, you wouldn't know if it was in real time.
It was real time.
Okay, not a huge delay. That's right.
Here's Rich.
Oh, wait.
On the run.
Okay, Rich.
Can you hear me?
Great with a full face view. We have no audio.
Check.
There we go. Now we have audio from Rich.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes.
Rich on the run.
Oh, dude, I just realized I'm gonna have no way to get in here. Hang on, I'm gonna have to get your key card. I'm coming. I'm running. Rich on the run.
Okay, it's totally fine. We're handing out the key card.
Do you need the chopper?
Wait.
This is when it's gonna get back.
This is when it's choppy. And key card. He's back out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he picked up my audio.
I'm truly on the run.
We forgot about that portion of it. Totally
This is
fine.
why I left the phone out there.
Listen, we got the Remy out in the parking lot. We got Frank and his son, Kingsley, who's out there cooking up some steaks, grilling up some steaks right now. They should be on the grill, at least I would imagine so. I was fired up, ready to go when we were just out there, and now we're waiting for our own Richard Ornberger to report back on what we're seeing. Okay, he looks
This
like he's traveling
left
outside.
the phone over there was because the internet connection was good over there, and then when he came back in, he got infected again with bad internet, and so it may screw things up for a a bit. This is why we can't have nice
Here's the question: Can you guys hear me
We don't
clearly?
have audio on Rich because he had to run back in. I guess it's fine. Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook is a stud. So is DeAndre Hopkins, by
Yeah.
the way. Both of them should be able to land with a team and have an impact this year. I think the bigger issue you're going to run into both of them is, are people going to pay them what they want? And I would say probably no and no.
Yeah, there's a couple teams that were in the conversation for Dalvin Cook. One of them was Miami, which, that'd be huge. The other was Denver. Apparently, Denver said, we're not going to go with it. We're going to pass on Sunday. So now the only team currently in the conversation would be Miami. I feel like that is a strong pickup.
Yeah, no, it'd be great. Mike McDaniels was asked about it, and he went on some lengthy explanation where he said absolutely nothing, expertly avoiding the question entirely, where he said, on May something, 1980 or 60 some 70 something, was the day I was born, and that in fact was not yesterday. So his way of saying that, I know that things are leaking around in the media, but hang on.
And we got Richard calling in now. Okay, Richard via phone. The Rich on the run didn't work out with the interconnect connection. Richard, how are you, sir? Good. Perfect. Okay, so the steaks, have they turned at all, or is he just letting them sit there on one side? What are we looking at?
We're looking at some
wow.
serious char action on there as well. The bone-in fillets, they're come along nicely as well. They may need a couple of more minutes. And then what's that? Is that the? We added an additional ribeye. We added an additional ribeye, guys.
Yes, we were hoping there'd be an additional ribeye, and it's happened.
We were just talking about how badly we wanted an additional ribeye. This is the best.
Rich,
Frank, is this like the normal setup when you got to go somewhere, or you're in the backyard, you go propane, or are you just making do for us this morning?
Making do for this morning.
Yeah.
We got multiple grills at the home, but at work, everything's done on our broilers.
Frank says they got multiple grills over at the Remy. He goes, he's just making do for us. He's got this great setup here. We got a cast iron pan. What's going in the cast iron pan?
We're gonna finish with a sear.
Finish with a sear in the pan. This guys, this is
hold on.
Amazing.
Hold on. So the cast iron pan is now sitting on the grill.
Yeah, the cast iron pan is sitting on the grill. He's gonna have this thing fired up to probably 600 degrees. How hot do those get?
This is probably gonna be closer to 500.
He said probably about 500 degrees on the final sear. Oh my God!
What,
all right, guys?
Rich, are they seasoned or I mean, it's a little salt and pepper rub on this? Can you tell?
Okay, so I'm seeing. What are we talking about? Is this salt and pepper this morning, or what kind of seasoning are we looking at? Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. That's it. You were absolutely right, Travis.
Yeah. You know what? Because you got to keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Frank don't miss.
Yeah.
He's got Kinsley out here. I mean, this is going to be a feast, gentlemen. And aside, we're doing
yes.
This is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely.
Don't you waste your time with sides.
I love Frank so much.
Vegetables are for the week. We all know that.
I mean, give
right,
him a big hug from us.
Keep up the great work. I'm going to get out of your hair.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man, a little Richie Ornberger there. The technology did not work out for us, so
it
we
was
went back.
working fine until he
back.
ran back into the studio.
We had to go back to the phones. We had to go back to old reliable, the telephone. It's the only way we could make this happen here today.
If he wouldn't have run back in, it would have worked.
Are you sure about
I'm
that?
positive because it was working perfectly.
Look, Dominic Gigamarino is sending photographs from out in the parking lot. Are you seeing these steaks right now? Wow.
No, Rich has my phone.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rich has your phone. These look so insanely good. I believe, Frank, when we walked out there during the last break, he said, hey, you know what? I probably about 20 minutes here on the cook, and then I need to let him rest for 10 minutes or so. So we probably won't be enjoying these until after the next segment. But man, oh man, those look good.
This is going to be amazing. Oh my God! Hang on, let me get my head.
We're gonna have meat sweats.
We are,
dude. He looked straight through my soul, and he goes, "We're not doing sides."
God, I love this guy.
Salt, pepper,
veggies are for the week.
Yeah, you certainly are.
Wow,
oh, man, this is going to be good. Wow. Okay, so we added an additional ribeye and an additional bone-in fillet. I think he didn't, or maybe underestimated how large we were.
Oh, he saw us come out and he was like, "Uh-oh."
He was like, "Yeah, hey son, break open the cooler, Kingsley. We're gonna go ahead and throw a couple more chops on."
Are these the next level fat guys?
Yes, we are. Gosh.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, I'm happy that that's happening. This is an incredible day, folks.
Dude, this is groundbreaking. No, the next time we do that, what we're doing next time is...
It was going to work until you ran back into the studio.
You think so?
I know so.
You know so?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because he's an engineering whiz.
Next time we should just set up an actual remote. We just broadcast outside.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. StreamYard's great. Mm-hmm. It does have its quirks. We're going to throw a full tailgate next time Frank shows up. Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Right.
And frankly, I can't wait for it.
Frankly.
No pun intended. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we were just talking about DeAndre Hopkins. How about Dalvin Cook, who recently the report is he's not looking to take a pay cut. Well, Dalvin Cook is like, yeah, I'm not going to be like a $4 or $5 million back. I'm going to go ahead and get paid what I need to get paid. He's still owed $2 million from the Minnesota Vikings. He gets that money regardless.
That's like $66 million less than DeAndre Hopkins.
No, I know on his contract deal, but he has time, so he's getting paid this season. He'll be double dipping whoever signs him.
Sweet.
So he's going to get paid this season regardless. So he's like, so I'm going to be collecting checks from the Minnesota Vikings because they bailed on my contract early and released me. And I get to wait to see during training camp or the preseason if somebody has a starting running back go down with an injury. And then all of a sudden, desperation, sometimes you got to call somebody up who maybe you didn't have as much interest in the preseason.
Did you guys hear what Mike McDaniel said when he was asked about Dalvin Cook?
Oh no, I didn't click the audio. What did he say?
You're gonna have to give this a listen. March.
Dude, dude, that is absolutely awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Well, he's not technically allowed to talk about it yet because I was asked on Thursday, and then on Friday was the day that he officially is released.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, it's in the pan.
Frank has now moved the cowboy ribeye from the grill into the cast iron frying
Dom
pan.
went portrait mode.
Yeah. Dom did go portrait mode.
Sweet Jesus. Are those getting sent to all of us? Because I'm going to need that for later. There was.
It is a beautiful thing.
So much happening out there.
Yeah.
I like it. Dom got action shots of me on the phone with you guys.
He did.
Dominic G. Macarena. We do not know how to pronounce his last name, but he has been such an integral piece to this morning show. We love Dom in sales, and he's the reason why the Remy is in the parking lot cooking steaks. Coming up next, we're going to taste some of those steaks.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Monday.
Frank and Kingsley live in studio from the Remy, cooking up and cutting up steaks. Coming up next.
This update is presented by DraftKings. Starting off here with the Padres, they have a nice weekend in Colorado, winning 2 out of 3, almost a clean sweep, but an hour-and-a-half rain delay, leading to a Rockies walk-off home run yesterday, ruined the Padres' chances to win 4 straight for the first time this year. Day off today before starting a 6-game homestand against the Cleveland Guardians and the Tampa Bay Rays, all at Petco Park starting tomorrow. NBA Finals. Heat need a win tonight over the Nuggets to stay alive. Denver holds a 3-1 series lead, looking to close it out on their home court tonight in Denver. Tip-off going to be at 5:30. And in golf, Nick Taylor draining a 72-foot putt on the 4th playoff hole to win the RBC Canadian Open. Nick Taylor becoming the first Canadian to win in 69 years. The U.S. Open tees off this Thursday at the Los Angeles Country Club. Stay tuned for more on that. This update presented by DraftKings.
Big Rich, CD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760 on a Monday. Not just any Monday, though. The greatest Monday of our lives. Yes. The Remy is here. Man, oh, man. Cooking up steaks out in the parking lot. They're going to be bringing them in here just in a couple minutes and cutting them right in front of our very eyes. Meanwhile, we do have That's Bunkman to play. We had to call an audible. We had to push it out a little bit. So just keep hanging on because we do have a chance to win a pair, for you to win a pair of tickets to see Bare Naked Ladies at the Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. Info and tickets at Ticketmaster.com, or just keep listening for your chance to win here. Also, adventure awaits at the 2023 San Diego County Fair. Get out there to explore the great outdoors and get s'mores of what life has to offer now through Tuesday, July 4th at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Tickets and info, head on over to sdfair.com. But coming up a little later, we do have a family 4-pack of tickets to give away. So just keep listening, and it's happening.
Yeah. Right now,
Wow.
as we speak, Frank and Kinsley are walking in from the parking lot. Again, all these steaks, these chops, they are provided by the Remy, which is in Mission Valley, right off the 8 freeway. You could see it from the road. And this is an incredible spread. We've got the cowboy ribeye. We have an additional ribeye. We've got 3 bone-in fillets walking through the door. We've got the New York strip walking through the door. all just seared and grilled in our parking lot here at iHeart San
We
Diego.
peaked.
This is it. Yeah. I don't know.
We don't go anywhere from here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it.
Hard to get any higher.
Frank and or Kingsley, if you want to grab that headset right there, you'll be able to hear everyone talking here as well as speak to us.
Yeah, here we go. We got you set up on mic now.
How you doing, gentlemen?
How we doing, Frank?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Doing pretty good on
Wow.
this side.
How
How are you doing? Most importantly, did these come out to your liking? Let's start there.
Well, let's see as we cut them open.
All right, here goes. Oh, hang on. I got to get on my feet. I need to get an action shot.
Go
Hang
get an
on,
action
Frank.
shot. We're gonna get close here. Oh wow, he's slicing them. Those look so perfect. Give me a break here. Wow. Oh
Yeah, this
wow.
one came out pretty good.
Yeah, I would say that's about as perfect.
Yeah,
as it
that-
gets there, Frank.
Yeah, that is about as perfect as it gets there. Holy smokes. That's the strip, right?
This is the New York strip.
Yeah, that is the strip. Now I've also noticed that Dominic has unwrapped 6 shot glasses.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here at the Remy, we have a little thing on the menu called the Fets. It means a grand bazaar, a welcoming party. And we like to batch a couple classic cocktails and start the dinner off right
Yeah.
with a little shot. So this is like a classic Manhattan. So we're gonna do a little Manhattan taster, you know, something small but something to start it up. And we like to have a good time.
A
So
little amuse bouche for the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah. Wake up the
Wow.
taste buds.
This
I think it's an amuse bouche.
What a
Yeah.
That was, yeah, I'm not from France. But I have had fries before.
yeah, but we call them freedom fries.
That's right. Round beef
Yeah.
parts. This is incredible, Frank. So the aroma that is filling the studio right now is stunning. You grilled these to perfection. That final sear on the cast iron was, I mean, the finishing touches were spectacular. As we're getting to see you cut up all these meats, Ben Fletcher walking in with some plates for us to enjoy.
Good.
And we, Ben, you missed it. We're going to be sipping on a signature cocktail. He's got Manhattans he's pouring up for us this morning. Again, this all comes from the Remy. Check out the RemySD.com. Their menu is unbelievable. And if steak isn't your thing, you have plenty of seafood options. You've got awesome salads. We were just looking at this earlier. Our mouths were watering in the 6 o'clock hour. We actually had to turn off your website, Frank. I think we're getting a little too excited, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chefs do an amazing job at all the dishes. So if red meat you want to stay away from, do a little seafood. We got some halibut that's amazing, some sea bass, a bunch of other dishes as well.
How long have you been cooking?
I was gonna ask the same question.
I cook for fun. I'm more of a businessman. My chef's not here today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy cooking. I do a lot of cooking at home, but I'm not the chef. inside
Okay,
the restaurant.
yeah. Okay, so on the business side, I mean, look, you got to be passionate about food to work in the restaurant industry. There's no question about that. As an owner operator, is your favorite thing taste testing whatever your chefs come up with? Because
that's the best part of the
okay,
business,
yeah, I was
for
gonna
sure.
say that.
There's no denial on that part.
I was gonna say that has to be the best part. So Kingsley helping as we have the steaks just about completely cut up now. This is an incredible spread. Again, we got the cowboy ribeye.
Cowboy ribeye just came out.
That just came out of the wrapper.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be the last to come off the bone here. And he is just chopping away. My goodness.
Are all these just seasoned with some salt and pepper?
Yes, there's salt, pepper, some beef tallow, and a little bit of just a tiny bit of herbs in the butter.
So beef tallow is just rendered beef fat, right?
Yes.
And it's just clear and it just imparts a lot of the beef flavor back into the steak that's already obviously.
Yeah, it's got a higher smoke limit, so you can raise it to a higher temperature in the cast iron without having it burn like butter would be.
You are
Okay,
speaking our
all
language
right,
over
all
here.
right.
Now, did I see a chimichurri sauce over there?
Yeah, we got 2. I couldn't bring all the hot sauces that we offer, so I brought 2 of the ones that we don't have warm. We have the chimichurri, and then we have a matcha sauce.
Mm-hmm. There's
Oh,
also
matcha sauce.
There's also 2 bags of cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. oh, maybe it's salt. Yeah.
Well,
That's a Majorcan sea salt.
oh.
a little bit of Colombian white lightning to go with your cowboy ribeye. This is going to be quite a
no idea
morning,
what
Frank.
you're talking about.
It's a very expensive meal.
The steaks
But
are
you're
honestly
gonna love
$20,
Yeah.
but the appetizer, that'll cost you.
Yeah.
This is incredible, Frank, dude. I don't know. We've done some cool stuff in this studio. I don't know if I've ever been more excited than I am right now.
Can we just talk about the way this is being salted right now?
Yeah.
Seasoned. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, this is
he's giving it the old sprinkle from about a foot high.
You know what my wife said to me recently? She was like, we were clicking over different radio stations in the car. She never listens to our show.
Okay.
And we were eating something. She was like, I mean, I wish you talked about me the way you talk about food. And I was just like, I'm sorry, babe.
She's not alone.
Oh, here we come. Oh man,
here comes the Manhattan.
Not over the equipment.
Oh yeah. We definitely don't want to spill on the equipment.
No,
That's never happened.
Professional broadcasters who would never do that. Absolutely would never.
It's got a hell of a nose, Frank.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. This is perfect.
Are we sipping or are we shooting?
Oh, well, actually, I'll let Frank lead the way.
Frank, how do we do this?
Oh, this is we're gonna take it as a shot.
Okay,
all right, we're gonna
fantastic.
shoot her. So let's raise the glass right now to the Remy.
To the Remy.
Thank you for having us, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here this morning, Frank. All right, down the hatch.
Good morning.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
It looks like there's enough for two in that bottle.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the last one.
Yeah.
That was
Spark
pretty
our
good.
Monday, baby.
Wow, that is tasty.
Dude, could we start calling this Meat Sweats Monday? I mean, I know we already do next level fat guy stuff Tuesday, but is Meat Sweat Monday taken? Trademark
I
pending?
don't think so. Let me check the domain. Yeah.
Just add it to the brand, dude.
Travis,
the merch shop that's still dormant.
Yeah, we do have a merch shop.
Do you want it?
We just aren't open yet.
You want it pluralized or not pluralized?
Actually, both. I would like both.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. We can get that one. Let me check it with an S.
We're gonna need to buy both.
We
of
got
those.
them both.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Meat Sweat and Meat Sweats Monday coming up is going to be a part of our overall brand here.
Head over to our Twitter account and our Instagram account, actually, at Big Rich TD Fletch. I put the link to the Remy's website on our Twitter account, as well as some pictures that Dominic Giamacarena took.
Yeah.
He went full portrait mode, and they are very attractive pictures.
Yeah.
But check out these steaks.
Dominic Giamacarena really knows how to use the camera.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
Are you going to make this mobile?
I'm going to put it on just the meats. I'm going to rename this camera the meats.
Good call. We have a camera pointing at the cut right now. People don't want to see our faces.
No.
They want to see this.
This one's going on a tripod.
I want to see what this camera's looking at right now. Oh yeah, it's look at your face.
Hey.
And between now and the end of the show, if you make a reservation at the Remy, we'll give you a shout out. So hop on our text line 70470. Start your message with team. Hop on the YouTube stream at Big Rich TD Fletch. Let us know if you're making a resi there for you and the wife, you and the boyfriend, you and the whoever, and we'll give you a shout out on air.
Well, and also we're going to be there this week. We're going to come down to the Remy, and so you might bump into us there. This is going to be our haunt.
We got
Frank has no idea how much he's going to see of us.
Yeah,
I got a boys trip
basically
coming.
Moved in. Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
You are my favorite human
is-
being. This is just spectacular.
Oh, man.
Does it feel like Christmas morning to anybody else?
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Except better.
Yeah.
Look at these. These are multiple sauces.
Santa
here.
never bought me American Wagyu.
No, he never did. He never did. I don't know if Frank just wants a long hug or.
Yeah, what's your love language, Frank?
Yeah. What is your love language?
I'm giving it to you right now.
What? Look at this camera work, by the way, of what you're dealing with. What?
This is not going according to plan. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, did you pick the tripod that doesn't stay?
Correct.
Okay, good. You could probably lower the camera. Hold on, check it out.
It's fine. Actually, I'm just going to go mobile with my hand.
There you go.
There we go.
Good call.
Yeah. So, Frank, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Ooh. I pretty classically I go ribeye.
Yeah, ribeye. Yeah. Just like the marbling, the fat content.
Yes. So what's important about this? This is all American Wagyu. Everything we serve at the restaurant is American Wagyu. It's all pasture raised up from the Flathead Valley up in Whitefish, Montana, from a company called Range. So it's a hybrid of a Japanese Wagyu bull with some American cow. So it's either Jersey or Black Angus, typically more Jersey.
Yeah.
And it just puts out a phenomenal product. So you've got the marbling of the Wagyu, but you have that bold American flavor of what we traditionally know here as American cattle.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
All right.
Where are we starting here?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know which one I got.
That's okay.
Let's start right here.
What does that look like?
What-
The
what-
strip?
That looks like the strip.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a strip. Okay.
New York strip first.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
Hang on.
Here we go.
Shut the front door.
No doubt.
Dude, that is
Oh my God.
otherworldly.
It's unreal.
That would have been worth the FCC violation. Just say it
Oh
next time.
my goodness.
Dude,
The really cool thing
Dude,
about
Frank.
it is that Wagyu gives it that white kind of fat, not the yellow. So it's not chewy. It just melts in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
it's like
It
butter.
is- Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
That, in New York's, I mean, you can have a good New York, you could have a not so good New York, where like you said, if the fat, it can be a little chewy. It can be chewy on the New York side. That is not the experience here at the Remy. That New York strip, I don't know if I'm trying to get as close as I can with this camera
Yeah.
because like, hey, look at that. Oh my God.
The final seasoning, by the way, you're getting almost a little bit of a crunch on that, little bite from it, and
Yeah.
it's so perfect.
All right.
Did you guys get some of the chimichurri on that? Because I did.
Oh no, I didn't. Do
Oh
that.
no, we didn't do that.
Hang
I
on.
was eating it just naked.
On YouTube, if you type in Big Rich, TD,
Here.
and Fletch and subscribe to the page, you can see all of this live right now. Oh, you want a whole spoonful? Yeah,
Well,
get a ladle of that.
Yeah.
So
I'm
this
gonna-
is what
I'm
you
gonna
guys
put a
do
little
all
right
day. You get to hang out with your buddies.
Yep.
Yeah. This is we do this till 9 or 10 at night.
Yeah. We haven't seen our families in years.
You want
We
to
just stay here.
Or you want to dip it, or you want to spoon?
Yeah, I
it?
might just dip
Yeah,
this
just
piece
go ahead
right
and
here.
dip it. What the? Oh wait.
But it's never this good.
Yeah,
No,
this
no.
is the best.
Oh,
All right,
wow,
so
look
this
at
is the
dude.
fillet I think I'm going for right now. The bone-in fillet, yeah. This is looking spectacular as well. Hang on. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna turn the camera around for the up close and personal.
There we go. Jazz.
The chimichurri is off the charts.
Try that matcha.
Is that the red sauce over there?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's got a little bit more heat to it. It's got some arbol chili.
What we got?
If anybody has a nut allergy, there's nuts in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm just
You know
nuts
what?
about
It's-
matcha.
It's worth the severe reaction.
Yeah. I'm gonna go into anaphylaxis
Oh my goodness, that is so
on
good.
a ribeye.
That is so good, Frank.
Yeah. The chimichurri, I mean, the garlic is just perfectly balanced there. I'm gonna try
Oh
this
my
matcha.
goodness.
Ben, do you got
I
the
went-
matcha
I
in
went-
your studio?
I got everything, and
Okay.
I'm already
Okay.
sweating.
He's just mowing it down.
I tried the matcha first.
When Ben doesn't speak, it means that he's just chewing. Good Lord. Here we go. All right. I just got a hefty dip on this matcha.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Here we go.
That's a good call.
Wow. Jeez, dude.
Yeah, I gotta have some more of the. I gotta have some more of the matcha.
Do you have
yeah.
enough sauce?
Okay.
I got
yeah.
enough of everything.
Okay.
Ben's just sitting there with his eyes closed. he's just been taken to another planet.
Dude, I'm having a religious experience.
wow.
I'm going to leave Ben the bone.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, good call.
Steak at 7:43 in the morning is the way to go.
Yeah, it
if
really
you're
is.
waking up this morning and you're maybe looking for the bowl of cereal, just throw that out. Open
right.
up the freezer, get a steak.
Oh my
Off the
God.
text line, this is if you ain't grilling, you ain't living Monday. Enjoy the deliciousness. The steak fellas probably set you guys back. No, actually,
Yeah,
as a
no.
matter of fact, Frank he literally brought us the steaks. He set up the grill and he cooked it for us this morning. I would pay top dollar for this, but you go to the website, there are affordable prices on all these delicious meats. You're gonna have a good time for a value. Oh, and we got this off the text line as well. Man, that looks delicious. You are lucky men right now. You're not lying.
Yeah.
This. Oh, and we got more Manhattans coming.
Wow.
Jeez, this is just.
Nicole on the stream here, the music just set the whole tasting to another level. Look, I don't know how we get to another level. This is absolutely insane. Kingsley, you know what? You can jump on this mic right here.
Yeah.
Well, if Ben Fletcher's around, he left. We don't know. Hey, okay, Ben's upset. Kingsley, did you grow up eating this?
Somewhat, yeah.
What? Somewhat.
Kingsley, you better not tell us right now you're a vegetarian.
So he's going into his junior year of high school at Helix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right on.
You
Right
play
on.
football a little bit?
Yes, I did. I played
Yeah.
freshman, sophomore year.
Okay, very cool.
Are
You're going
you-
to play junior year?
I'm not so sure about junior year.
All right. All right.
He's going to focus the year on wrestling. That's his.
You're a
okay.
wrestler.
You know what?
What weight
So's
class?
Ben, come in.
Yeah. You Greco-Roman or you traditional? Ben,
I
come on,
already,
get
I
the
got
match.
a nice oil going up from the sweat.
What weight class?
Last year I wrestled around 152. Probably gonna wrestle 160, 175 this year.
That's
No,
perfect.
no.
That's my weight class also.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
yeah. And he just weighs in as both
Telling you right now.
Opponents.
Yeah, add 100 pounds to that, and it'll be okay.
I don't even know where I'm trying, what I'm trying.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just eating.
It's all magic.
Yeah. Oh my.
And that's the best part about it. Yeah. I mean, listen, we look, somebody's gonna have to wrestle this mic away from where we're late. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Coming up next, we're gonna eat these steaks. And we are going to be back with the Remy on the other side. Frank Kingsley, thank you so much. We appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having us, gentlemen.
Yeah, you bet. All right, coming up next, more Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Man, we're still continuing a little bit of the Remy here. That may happen for the rest of the day. Also, Tom Brady, is he really retiring? Looks like he's still got it. Coming up next, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
So talking with Frank here from the Remy, got a tremendous response on the text line here about the Remy. And if you're going to book your reservations over at the Remy this week, hit us up on the text line. We're going to be there tomorrow. We're going down there for lunch as a show. We're going to try and sample some of the deliciousness on the menu over at the Remy. So check us out. What we say, 11 o'clock? We're going to head down there?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like 11 o'clock.
11
I
o'clock.
love blowing off work.
Yeah, what's work?
Yeah,
I mean, this is work.
technically, this is work.
Right.
So it's going to be tough, but we're going to have to make room in our schedules.
How do we, Frank, can we buy some of these aprons that you got on? The
Oh,
Remy
yeah.
aprons. Oh, we can.
Yes,
We can
yeah.
buy those.
That is an affirmative.
I want to wear that just every day.
So Frank's leaving the steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wear our
That's
apron.
all. Yeah.
Some people wear aprons at butcher shops or restaurants.
Mm-mm.
We're going to wear them for a radio
Yeah.
show.
Only aprons. We love it.
Yeah, our program director Brian Long's going to walk in here and be like, "Okay, listen, everything's fine. You guys, you're crushing it, but we like the bare ass on the seats that everybody else has to use in studio. It's becoming a problem.
Right. We
becoming
noticed
a
you
problem.
started using the wooden stools, and there's a lot of moisture left behind.
We're just saying it's not morning dew.
Yeah.
It'd be bad.
Maybe it
right
is.
now. I mean, the meat sweats are here.
Yeah. Oh no. I am sweating profusely.
I'm getting that as well.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Hashtag meat sweats Monday, baby.
Meat sweats Monday.
Yeah.
Golly, I love my life. I love it.
We completely did it. Man, we're running up against the clock already.
Okay, all right.
Man, when are we going to talk Tom
No,
Brady?
we can't.
We
We
can't.
need
Okay.
to really sink our teeth into this one. No pun intended again.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Tell you
Look,
what. Yeah.
he looks like he's standing proud, is all I know.
Yeah. And you know, he's kept us on our toes. And speaking of standing on your toes, I want to talk to you about the Good Feet store right now and their art supports, which, by the way, they are second to none. They're corrective orthotic art supports. And if you don't know what that means, you just slip these into your shoes and all of a sudden you walk away from the Good Feet store the same day you walk in feeling better. So if you got back pain, if you have knee pain, if you have ankle pain, if you have foot pain, if you have hip pain, any of those load-bearing joints that are giving you trouble when you're waking up in the morning. I remember there were certain mornings recently waking up feeling like the 4th of July. It sounded like a fireworks display. All the joints were popping, the legs were cracking. I haven't done that since I started wearing these Good Feet store orthotic arch supports. They're precision fit to your personal needs, profession, footwear, lifestyle. Get to the Good Feet store today. They have 200 locations. We all went to the Mission Valley location. It's absolutely awesome. 30 plus years in experience. Go to goodfeet.com to book your appointment today. And coming up next, Tom Brady, retired or not? We'll break it down next.
This update is presented by DraftKings. Padres had a nice weekend in Colorado. They won 2 out of 3, almost a clean sweep, but an hour-and-a-half rain delay, leading to a Rockies walk-off homer yesterday. Ruined the Padres' chances to win 4 straight for the first time this year. Day off today before starting a 6-game homestand against the Guardians and the Tampa Bay Rays. That'll get going tomorrow at Petco Park. NBA Finals, Heat need a win tonight over the Nuggets to stay alive. Denver holding a 3-1 series lead, looking to close it out on their home court tonight in Denver. And in golf, Nick Taylor drained a 72-foot putt on the 4th playoff hole to win the RBC Canadian Open. Taylor becoming the first Canadian to win the RBC in 69 years. U.S. Open teeing off this Thursday at the Los Angeles Country Club. This update presented by DraftKings.
Yeah! Woo! It is a Monday and a very happy Monday to those who celebrate. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, and we are all fired up this morning because we just sampled some of the best steak we've ever had in our lives. We were just talking about this at the break.
That's not even a joke.
There's no hyperbole here.
No.
That was a religious experience. We just had a cowboy ribeye bone-in. We just had 2 bone-in fillets. We had a New York strip and then an additional ribeye from Frank over at the Remy in San Diego, right in Mission Valley, right off the 8 freeway. You could see it from the road. Renovated, brand new. They took the place to the studs. They completely made it the way they wanted to, shut the place down for a year after purchasing the property. And the Remy is open for business. We're going to be there tomorrow at 11 a.m. We're going to check out their lunch menu. We're going to get the whole spread. If you want to meet us over there, please do. If you want to book your reservation right now at the Remy, we want to hear from you on the text line. 70470. Start your text with team. That steak, that first steak I bit into, the New York strip.
It blew my mind.
That was outrageous.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Ben
Blew
has the
my
1,000-yard stare right now.
He does.
He looks like he's not well.
No, I think I'm too well. Like, I don't know where to go from here.
It's everything we hope for.
I'm having that moment where like week 1 of the NFL kicks off and you're like, damn it, it's already almost over.
Like, there's only 17 more weeks.
Ben is so happy right now. He's sad.
Yeah.
I've literally told you guys, like, I'm close to tears. It's the American Wagyu, and it is different. Like, you or I couldn't make this on our grill.
No, we couldn't.
Not even close. And the reason is it's because of the quality of cow, I think. And like, I like to think of myself as someone who's eaten a lot of steaks because I have.
Yeah.
Not like that.
No.
That was just special. That
and
was
the Manhattan on top of it, like that's what I would order at a steakhouse. Like Frank just gets it. And he gets us.
He gets us.
Yeah, Frank, it feels like the 4th leg of this table.
I don't know if it's too soon.
I
refrained. I love you, Frank.
I refrained from giving him a hug, and I wish I would have.
I mean, he's a sturdy man.
He's got an amazing mustache.
He's got a good mustache.
Yeah.
At very least, if not a great mustache.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a son who's just, I mean, that guy.
It's the strongest hands I've ever felt.
He shook our hands. It was like I was picking up a cinder block.
I don't know why you were offering me to wrestle him. I was scared immediately.
He looks like he could destroy people.
Oh, yeah.
He's over at Helix High just rolling at 162. I mean, good Lord.
I mean, Joe Moon described it perfectly on the YouTube stream. He said swamp ass Mondays. That's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, right now.
It's like the best.
I'm sweaty.
I am profusely sweating right now. I mean,
I don't mind it.
My forehead is beating up as if I just ran a 5K. And meanwhile, all I ate was delicious marbled meats.
It's the best day of my life.
I'm taking Kendall this weekend.
Yeah, I think we're all going to take someone we love to the steakhouse.
I honestly thought, I'm like, okay, we're gonna eat there tomorrow. I mean, I guess I could take Sarah Wednesday. 3 days in a row.
I'm gonna call my doctor and just make sure that's okay.
Yeah. Dude, how about this? They can offer fully private steak and cocktail dinner experiences for larger groups of 20 or more guests. Come celebrate personal birthdays, anniversary, business parties, corporate outings. I don't a rehearsal dinner maybe.
I love it.
Yeah. There's some strong feelings here between us and the Remy. So yeah, if you haven't heard of it yet, because it just opened, that's okay. You're hearing about it for the first time. The Remy SD.com. Go to their website right now. Just look at the menu. You'll be sold. And we just taste tested it and we're sold. So the Remy REMY.
Like how we taste tested it and we're like, but we should probably go tomorrow and do a taste test.
Just to be double sure.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We only tried 4 cuts. So
it's been a long time since I've dated anyone. Like the first date, you're supposed to wait 3 days before you text.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting.
No, I'm texting Frank after the show. I'm just gonna be like, hey, we're still on for 11 tomorrow, right?
You want us to bring anything?
It was really nice seeing you, and I had a lot of fun.
Just buying gifts for him. It's like, here, I found a wood carving in Pacific Beach when I was walking on the boardwalk. It made me think of you. It says Frank. It's on a sea star.
I got this necklace. There's just an F on it. And I thought I could wear that one, and you could wear this BRTDF one.
I took a picture of driftwood that I found, and I just spelled Frank. At the Remy.
You want some Tom Brady ass sand?
I found this stone and it's shaped like a heart.
By the way, I refound the Tom Brady ass sand.
Good.
So we were cleaning out the bedroom, and my side of the bed, it's like as if, okay, you walk into your kid's room sometimes and you're like, you got to clean up your room, buddy.
Right.
And you know what they do? They just pile all their toys in one corner of the room. That's how I clean my room. So on my side of the bed, there is just a random assortment of stuff.
Okay.
And so at the bottom of hooded sweatshirts and stuff like that, Annie picks up, she's like, this bag's really heavy. I'm like, what's in it? And she pulls out a vial of sand. I was like, oh, that's Tom Brady's ass sand. And she goes, what words was that even English? I said, yeah. I said, Tom Brady retired on a beach in South Beach. Travis went online and found a vial full of the sand that he was sitting on. It's Tom Brady's ass sand from his retirement. I said, may or may not be retired. He actually just might become an owner in that. She's like, I don't care. I was like, I'm going to need you to put the bag down, honey.
It's important stuff.
It's so wild that ass sand from Orlando actually came from San Diego.
that can or may not be confirmed.
Travis?
Probable, though.
What
it's
is,
probable.
huh?
What?
What's happening right now?
Anyways, my side of the bed looks the same, but it's all in my nightstand. Sarah's nightstand, if you open it up, it's very, very neat. There's hardly anything in it. Mine is jammed full of stuff. And like she'll ask for things like, hey, where's the charger for whatever? Oh, bottom drawer, nightstand underneath the fireworks.
Don't touch those, though. Yeah. We're going to need them for the 4th. Never too early to prepare.
That's right.
Okay, so the Remy, again, stop by. We're going to go there tomorrow, and we're going to sample more of their menu.
Speaking of Tom Brady.
Yeah. So Tommy Terrific went out on Mr. Beat's $300+ million yacht and was just hucking footballs.
Well, somebody decided to follow him with a drone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a buddy there, right?
No, they launched a drone off the back of the yacht.
Yeah.
And he was throwing passes to somebody on a jet ski. They weren't catching the ball, even though he hit him directly in the chest from like 100 yards away. And then they fly a drone out into the ocean and they say, hey, can you hit this drone? And he goes, yeah, you know what? And maybe if I hit it, I'll unretire from football.
What?
And then he proceeds to hit what looked like a silver dollar somewhere hovering over the horizon with a dead accurate balls on shot.
Probably 25 yards, too.
Yeah, it was a great throw.
Right.
Is he done?
I don't know.
No, come on.
It's a weekly event on this show. Is
I also
Tom
hate
Brady
this.
done?
Like, I hate that we're doing this again because after his first retirement, I was like, all right, Tom, this is the one you get. Like, I'm going to be sappy for you now. And then he retired the second time, and I said I wouldn't do it.
Did you say that, though, his first retirement? This is the one you get? Like,
no, I mean, because there was
After he
still,
came
like,
back.
would he come back or whatever. But I was like, I'm not going to do this again for the second retirement. Like, I'm not going to get sappy. And a lot of people just copy-pasted their first articles and put them back out. It was great. Are we getting a third? How many times did Favre retire? Twice?
I believe twice. Yeah, because he retired. It felt like he retired once with Green Bay. Or no, maybe it was the Minnesota Vikings.
No, I think he retired with the Jets and then came back and played with the Vikings.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So he was mad at the Green Bay Packers, signed with the Jets, retired from the Jets, and you're right. Then he made his second act with. By the way, the Vikings run, he had a Pro Bowl year. It was like he still had a lot left in the tank.
looked over at Rich's computer to see. I just glanced over, like if we're all looking at the Tom Brady article, Rich is looking at the Remy's happy hour. It's got the menu open.
I'm now obsessed. The RemySC.com. So I was about to tell you guys, they have a Wagyu smash burger.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's on the happy hour menu.
God.
Dude, what a value. It's only $11.
It's dangerous how close I live to this place too.
Yeah. We're going to be there.
Like it's a 5-minute drive from my house.
A lot.
Yeah.
Tuna tartare, tuna tostadas. Good Jesus. All right.
Okay, there's a lot happening there. Look, Tom Brady is either coming out of retirement or he just really, really loves the attention.
Yeah.
From teasing, he's coming out of retirement.
Well, he's with Mr. Beast, the viral of all virals. Like Mr. Beast is more popular among 12 through 16-year-olds than anyone in the country.
Yeah, but I mean, when Tom Brady goes, you know what, if I hit it, I'll come out of retirement. Is that a hint of I'm thinking about coming out of retirement, or is that just I really like to keep poking and prodding this thing because people freak out about it, like on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
He's doing the exact same thing that LeBron James did after the Lakers got knocked out of the Western Conference Finals in sweep fashion from the Nuggets.
Don't go more than a week without talking about me.
Exactly. LeBron made it all about him that week. Even though the Nuggets absolutely dominated the Lakers, everybody's like, will LeBron retire? Because he said he has a lot to think about this offseason. Right. Meanwhile, maybe the things he has to think about is like, do I want to paint my next Ferrari blue or green?
Because they come in red and black. So
maybe I'll get it custom done.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. He didn't allude to the fact that he was retiring. He inferred some, but he didn't say it in plain English. That was left for us to speculate about. And the same thing's happening with Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Tom Brady is already retired, as I use air quotes.
Yeah.
LeBron is not. LeBron is just trying to take the focus back on him. Tom Brady should be walking away from the spotlight, unless the spotlight is a commentator on NFL, but he's still teasing us.
Did you guys see what happened to Adam Hadwin this weekend at the RPC Canadian Open?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So I forget who won.
I didn't see
Nick
who
Taylor.
shot.
Oh, thank
First
you,
Canadian
Taylor.
in 69 years to win the RBC Canadian Open, and he did it with a 74-foot putt on the fourth playoff hole.
A 72-foot eagle putt on the fourth playoff hole.
That wasn't exactly just straight line. No, this thing was a sweeper.
Wow.
It was crazy. Wow. So he sinks it.
And Canada goes crazy.
Hadwin is off the side of the green, and he's waiting with bated breath and apparently a bottle of champagne. And as soon as Taylor sinks the putt, he comes running out onto the green to celebrate with his buddies. He sprang down, Taylor and his caddy hugging majestic on the green. And one of the security guards from RBC Canadian Open comes sweeping around and then just absolutely perfect form, shouldered, plunges Hadwin into the ground. And then a police officer comes by and kneels on his neck. And he's like, it's champagne! It's champagne! It's champagne!
And then Conor McGregor comes and punches him right in the face.
I think Hadwin's okay.
He's a golfer too. He's a Canadian professional golfer also. He was celebrating with his buddy.
Yeah. Wow. He didn't suffer any injuries because maybe he had some of that champagne. But this security guard should play for the Detroit Lions.
And he finished tied for 12th. That was one of Hadwin's best finishes ever. So he's already feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And he comes out and is just trying to be with his friend and be with his fellow countrymen. And the security guard clearly had no idea who he was.
It's fantastic.
He was a fan who was rushing the green.
The video footage that they got of this is so great in multiple angles.
Oh, there's 10 people are going viral because they were up in the stands filming it also on their phones.
It's fantastic.
Jessica Hadwin, his wife, wrote, OMG, I can't handle these different angles. The security guard's laser focus on his target. Adam's commitment to the giant bottle of champagne. So many things to take in. Every new point of view. This was awesome. It was absolutely hysterical. Good for Taylor. Good for golf, because golf needed a happy storyline, especially after last week with Jay Monahan, who is basically Darth Vader or the evil emperor, siding with the PIF, the Public Investment Fund with Saudi Arabia, and creating a golf conglomerate that's now going to rule over the world.
At least the sport.
Well, yeah.
But the U.S. Opens this week. They did need some positive press coming out. And what's better than that? You get the Canadian guy winning the Canadian Open, which hasn't had a Canadian winner in 69 years. And so it's all positive, positive, positive. And believe me, PGA Tour is pumping that out on social like crazy. Just forget about what happened earlier in the week because we got the U.S. Open coming up next week and we need positive headlines.
I have a theory, though. I have a theory. Okay, so check this out. So the PGA is a nonprofit organization, right?
Not anymore.
Well, no, it used to be. Well, actually, technically, the PGA still is not for profit. Now, that hasn't gone away. They're still tax exempt. It's the conglomerate company over the PGA that runs them that is for profit. So the PGA can still exist as a not-for-profit, and this whatever you want to call it, the backing, the investment group can profit from whatever monies they take out of it because they are the sole investors, the PIF, and they gave something like $2 billion or $3 billion to the PGA. Part of that money, by the way, is probably going back into players like Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy for being good soldiers.
Probably not enough
for the PGA. Yeah, probably not enough. But so check this out. Amid these reports, and we talked about this a little bit earlier on, that the XFL reportedly lost upwards of $60 million this season. The wheels got turned in an old Richie's head. Here's what I came up with. What if the Saudi Public Investment Fund does to the NFL what they did to the PGA? So check this out.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
The PIF and the XFL announced a partnership. All right. They're going to keep all the main players in their roles. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his friends, they still own the XFL. They start dumping insane amounts of money into the pockets of NFL
this
stars.
Happened, or you're thinking
this is a complete hypothetical.
Right.
This is a complete hypothetical. This is just Richie speculating about the fact that we said last week it doesn't feel like the private investor or the public investment fund in Saudi Arabia is done. Like they're not going to stop with golf. So check this out. So they partner with the XFL. They start giving these stars in the NFL insane sums of money to jump ship on the NFL and come over to the XFL. Then the XFL PIF encourages these new star players to sue the NFL and never back down because they have the deepest pockets in the world. They can fund attorneys forever. Well, the NFL is never going to want to go to trial. Why? Same reason why the PGA didn't want to go to trial and they ended up merging with LIV. It's because they don't want to open their books in court. Because the PGA, like the NFL, is a not-for-profit organization. They've never had to open their books before.
And in Discovery, you would have to open them
exactly.
up. I mean, it makes too much sense probably not to happen.
So it would also mean that, you look at a Saudi-backed anything at this moment, they have so much expendable cash that they would milk the PGA or the NFL dry as they tried to fight this thing.
So then what happens down the road, just like with the PGA and LIV Golf, the NFL agrees to merge with the XFL and the Public Investment Fund, just like the PGA did with LIV Golf, the same exact plan. Instead of Phil Mickelson jumping ship on the PGA to join LIV, it's a superstar NFL quarterback leaving and defecting to the XFL, and the first domino falls.
So it would be, for argument's sake, Lamar Jackson, who isn't thrilled with what's going on. LIV, or in this case PIF, comes in and offers
$1 billion
or even $300-400 million guaranteed.
Imagine who knows? Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, right? Phil Mickelson's almost retired, right? He was a face of the league for years and years, decades and decades. Same with Aaron Rodgers. What happens? Tom Brady. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I mean, like, the point is, some guys like Rory McIlroy, like Tiger Woods, are going to defend the NFL ardently. They're never going to leave the shield. And some players, they're going to say, screw the NFL. You only live once, and I want to live with the most money I possibly can make. Guaranteed, by the way. What has been the biggest complaint of PGA golfers and the biggest complaint of NFL football players for years and years? We don't have guaranteed monies.
Right.
So all of a sudden, like, it feels like there's a possible inroad here.
How's your brain working this well after all that steak? Because that makes a lot of sense to me. And I don't know if I'm high on meats or if I'm, whatever, but it feels like there's no way that doesn't happen.
The only problem with that is currently the NFL is the only major American sports league that outlaws governments, religious groups, and private equity from owning a team.
For now. They also
Money
said
talks.
They also said we'll never have a team in Vegas.
Yeah.
They
That's
said
true.
that for
That's true.
years. We'll never have a team in Vegas. We're never coming back to Los Angeles.
Money talks.
Money talks. So I don't know, man. Like, this whole PGA Live Golf merger, I know it feels like it's going to be a headline for like 2 weeks and then it's going to die down a little bit. And there'll be a headline again when the next golf season starts, because there will be changes, obviously. Maybe there'll be some collaborative events between Live Golf and the PGA, or maybe
There's going to be a lot more team events,
Yeah.
short wearing events.
Yeah. But then it's going to become
Now,
normal.
would it start with the NFL? Because it feels like that would be where they like the master plan would be going. But
Yeah.
don't you think it could start with like baseball, where it's say PIF gets involved with, I don't know, say the Korean baseball or Japanese baseball or one of these other leagues that's around the world, and starts poaching over MLB talent currently here in the
Yes.
States.
Yeah.
And then it's like they're just working their way up. They're drawing out the roadmap that worked so well with golf and to be able to get to the NFL.
I think the next stop is soccer. It
Right.
seems
It's already happening.
Yeah, it seems like they've bought up all of these smaller teams. I shouldn't say smaller, like for billions of dollars. They just bought up a bunch of teams. They're looking to lure superstars. We saw the reports that Messi was offered north of $1.5 billion to join their ranks over there. He said, no, I want to come over to the MLS. I want to play for Inter Miami. He's got a sweetheart deal there with MLS actually sharing in some of the profits of any new MLS season pass subscribers. He's getting a share. So he's got like almost like league ownership status as a player coming over. But still, I mean, they're not done. I mean, whatever they called that when they were trying to pivot, the Saudi Public Investment Fund, when they were trying to pivot from oil into sports, it was like Vision 2030 or something like that. Well, guess what? Golf was first. Soccer may be next, but very soon it could be Formula One racing.
Oh, they've already put a bid in. $20 billion to purchase Formula One.
There you go.
$20 billion.
That's a lot of scratch, boys.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Already put a bid in there. Boxing, they're getting their hands in. No pun intended there. The NBA, they currently allow a 20%. Did you say boxing? I was reading.
Ben just whispered into my ear. He was like, do they want to buy a sports show in San Diego? Just $1 billion will do.
I'll even get punched by Conor McGregor. All right.
For $1 billion. Yeah, no doubt.
Our YouTube page is going to be lit AF.
Well, and the crazy thing is, like, golf.
We're not even going to update the YouTube page after they pay us $1 billion.
Golf took 1 year, less than 1 year. Like the first Live tournament teed off, it was like June 7th or something, 2022. This all finished by June 2nd, 2023.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what's happening in the sports world right now, because I really do think that this is an undeniably effective strategy potentially for this small country in the middle of the Mideast to own potentially, I mean, any sport league that they want.
Yeah.
Especially say if golf all of a sudden, because now you have all the players back together. Now, if everybody gets broke off the way that they're hoping they would, everybody's playing nice under the new umbrella. If that proof of whatever you call it, like proof of product works, where they go to market, like all of a sudden, I mean, there are going to be some interest potentially from other sports leagues. Like we know that the NBA currently makes something north of $4 billion overseas in Asia. Like China, there are more viewers of the NBA in Asia than there are in the United States. So it could be coming for your favorite sports league, whatever it is you're interested in. What happened to golf, they may not be done.
Guys, I need a nap.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these pictures that Dominic is now sending over.
Know.
I mean, good Lord, are these safe for work?
He's a damn magician.
Wow, no
I'd do it
kidding.
again.
Yeah, some of those,
Do it one more time.
some of those need the NSFW.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Look, we also have a pair of Bare Naked Lady tickets we got to give away.
Speaking about not suitable for work.
Exactly.
Bare naked ladies.
That's right. They are going to be at the Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. You can buy tickets and get some info at Ticketmaster.com, or You can call in right now, 844-570-1360. We need a couple contestants for That's Bunkman coming up next. Big Rich, Chidi, and Fletch. We got Bare Naked Lady tickets we're giving away, but we need a contestant for That's Bunkman. 844-570-1360 if you want to play for Bare Naked Lady tickets. Coming up next.
This update is presented by Humul Casino. Padres have a nice weekend in Colorado, winning 2 out of 3 games. It was almost a clean sweep, but an hour-and-a-half rain delay leading to a Rockies walk-off homer yesterday ruined the Padres' chances to win 4 straight for the first time this year. Day off today before starting a 6-game homestand. The Guardians are up first, and the Tampa Bay Rays will be up next. NBA Finals, Heat need a win tonight over the Nuggets to stay alive. Denver holding a 3-1 series lead, looking to close it out on their home court tonight in Denver. In golf, Nick Taylor draining a 72-foot putt on the 4th playoff hole to win the RBC Canadian Open. Nick Taylor becoming the first Canadian to win the RBC in 69 years. U.S. Open is going to be teeing off this Thursday at the LA Country Club. Kick off summer at Humul Casino's annual block party on Saturday, June 17th. Live music, DJs, free food, $20 in free play, and lots of fun. See HumulCasinoSD.com for complete details. Humul Casino, fun above all else.
Figure she didn't Fletch. Yeah.
I like this.
I like it a lot. I feel like we're reflecting, we're looking back on the time we had today with Frank and Kingsley. Yeah. In studio here.
Just moments ago, actually.
Yeah, moments ago.
We're reflecting back on 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, and there is a few pieces left over there wrapped in foil.
It smells
I've opened twice.
So good in here.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so the Remy Steakhouse, you have to go there, but you also have to call right now. 844-570-1360 if you want to win Bare Naked Lady tickets. We just had a caller on the line. They dropped off. So you have your opportunity right now, 844-570-1360. If you call in, literally the first caller will come on and play that Spunk Man.
It's happened twice. We've had 2 callers, so it makes me slightly concerned that the phones are not working properly.
Maybe it's us, and it's not you, it's us.
Well, someone is now called again. Oh, it's many lines now.
Well, we'll see if we can get someone on the air. That would be good.
See what's happening, and if we have them on the air, if they hang on the air. Okay, Ben getting their name now, and the name is Ben.
Huh?
That's a mystery.
Huh?
John!
Yes!
John, how are you, man?
Hello. Hey. What up, homeboy?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, we got some Bare Naked. We got Bare Naked Lady tickets we're giving away here. You want to play a little That's Bunk Man with us?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like your enthusiasm,
like
John. Yeah, are you heading to work, or did you just successfully get away with murder? What's going on this morning, John?
I'm driving to work. I'm being responsible, for sure.
Good.
Okay, very good.
Good. You know what I would do? I'd drive to the Remy.
Yeah. Wherever you are, if you're on the 8 freeway right now, just get off at Hotel Circle and just wait until they open at 11. But
I love it.
As of right now, we have these Bare Naked Ladies tickets to give away, but you got to win. That's Bunk Man. It's very simple. We're going to give you a couple stories from our past, and you have to decide whether we're telling you the truth or if the stories we tell are bunk, man. Okay, so the rules are simple, and you got to get best out of 5. You ready to play, John?
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. I'll jump in here first.
Yeah, why not?
So I, Travis, recently received a phone call and a visit from the sheriff's department after I tried to order a raccoon to have as a pet from a breeder out in Florida. Is that true, or is that bunk, man?
That is a bunk, my friend. Bunk.
Yeah, you nailed it. I did want to order a raccoon, and Sarah said I'm not allowed to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mostly because she said that I'll go to jail.
There is a TikTok account where it's called The Fox Whisperer, and it's just a gentleman who goes out in the wild, in forests across the northeast of this country and pets foxes.
I want to be that guy.
Dude, they make the craziest, most adorable sounds when you pet their bellies. They're like, and it's a fox, and it'll just like chew on his arm. He's like, it doesn't hurt. He's just gnawing on something.
Yeah, wait till it chews on his face.
Wow.
Fox. Yeah. You want to go next,
Sure.
Ben?
Okay.
I'll jump in.
You got to get 2 more right here, and then you'll win those Bare Naked Lady tickets, John.
All right, here we go.
Well, John, we've been talking about her a lot recently, and I can't believe I haven't brought up this story till now. But Shakira, I actually was able to go to one of her concerts, and in the VIP meet and greet area, she gave me a salsa dancing lesson.
I think that's true.
I wish. God, wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah. Look,
Those hips don't lie.
Yeah, hey, Miss Shakira, check out these hips. And she'll be like, they're lying.
Yeah, they would.
Those lying hips.
Ben has definitely never had any salsa dancing lesson.
No,
Never. Well, salsa eating lesson he can give him.
This guy, I mean, I've seen him eat a lot of salsa.
I love salsa.
Yeah, zero rhythm, but he can pound salsa.
See how I really threw that one the other direction by saying, I can't believe I haven't brought this up before.
I like what you did there.
You sold it.
I like what you did there. Okay, well, how about this then? I'll try this one on for size, John. Okay, here the game is tied 1-1. You have one correct answer, one incorrect answer. So you're gonna need this one to stay alive here. Me, Richard, when I was a child, the first thing I ever cooked was scrambled eggs. During the experience, I nearly burned the entire house down. True, or is that bunk, man?
That's true.
That is correct.
Yep. You got two.
I was making scrambled eggs, and I realized I put too much milk in the pan, and so I took a paper towel, and it was still attached to the roll, and tried to, like, I don't know, mop up some of the milk in the pan.
Yeah, seems smart.
The entire roll of paper towel was set on fire and burning underneath the cabinet. We had one of those under cabinet holders, and I literally didn't get water. I didn't look to put out the fire. I just shouted and stomped my feet in the kitchen until my father came out of the bedroom from a nap.
Perfect.
Put out the fire.
Perfect.
Otherwise, we would have lost the house.
Yeah. And then that was your 22nd birthday?
I was 21 years old, and I was hammered drunk. All right, John, you're up 2-1, and the game, it's getting more and more interesting.
Right.
Potentially one correct answer away from getting those Bare Naked Ladies tickets.
Yeah. Here we go. One from Travis again. I was a hand model for ads in Hot VW's magazine when I was a teenager.
Jeez. Dang it. That sounds so true. Bunk.
He went bunk. He said it was bunk. No, John. Wow. It was actually true. I mean, if you want to call me a hand model, I was holding car parts.
Oh, my God.
I would hold car parts while they took pictures. So, I mean, I'm classified as a hand model.
Wow, but he said it was bunk, so the game is now tied again. It levels out at 2-2. Wow. It all comes down to sudden death.
Oh,
Who wants to go? Do you want?
I have one, but if you want to go.
All right, check this out. All right, I'll take it here, John.
Okay. All
right, here we go. When I was playing for the Penn State Nittany Lions, the most famous person I met during my time playing there was Bill Clinton. And he told me, and I quote, "You've got a real fat ass." Is that true, or is that bunk, man?
Dang it, that sounds so true as well. Dang it. Oh, bunk.
I think we have a winner. I was so nervous. I just realized that the cameras are on us as we're giving thumbs up, thumbs down to each other.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. John, congratulations, buddy. You just won yourself a pair of tickets to see Bare Naked Ladies at the Cowcoast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. Everybody else is going to Ticketmaster.com for tickets and info, but you just won them. How you feeling?
Yes, I love it. Happy Monday, guys.
Yes, happy Monday. Happy Monday. John, we appreciate you in a big, big way. And you do need to go to the Remy, by the way, because it'll change your life.
So good.
Stars.
I will be at the show, and I will be completely bare naked.
Yes! Good. That's how it's supposed to be. Well, hang on the line. Ben's going to get your info so we can get you those tickets.
Thick mustache, my mustache, Will's mustache. Say the word mustache. Frank's mustache, Frank's mustache. Now with Remy, the mustache, my mustache, our mustache. If you only got a mustache, woo!
Golly, man, this is the best Monday ever.
I mean, best I've had in a long time.
Jeez,
long
man,
time.
I am exhausted.
Really, I didn't realize how tired eating 4 different steaks would make me.
You know what?
And 2 shots of Manhattan.
Oh, that's probably it.
And 3.
You did have 3. You did have 3 because as soon as they handed you the second one, it went down immediately.
This happens to me so often. Like, okay, the 2 things that happen to me more than they're unrelated, but the 2 things that happen to me more than anything else is I drink before the cheers almost every time. Almost every time. and I habitually have my fly down.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
You know
notice that
what?
about you.
Oh, hold on. I have the same problem.
You do?
You guys are fly down guys?
all the time.
It's not a priority for me.
Yeah. I button and then just walk away, I guess. There's no other step.
I tell Ann all the time because she gets so frustrated. Like at this point, it's not even one of those things where she'll whisper in my ear, like, hey, your fly's down. Like she will, from across the room, she'll be like, your fly's down. And I'll be like, oh, thanks. And because she know it's not even embarrassing anymore. It happens so often. I just think that I'm like a really busy guy, just always moving and shaking.
Right.
Who has time for that?
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Also, easier access.
I also, when I discover it's down, I like to point it out to the world. Like, thanks a lot, everybody. Been walking around all day.
This is your fault. I've been flopping in the breeze. How could you?
That's right.
How could you?
Man, oh man.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we got a lot to do here still.
Yeah, we really do. Coming up next, we got to let the bit drop. And also, there's one more NFL story we haven't gotten to, and we will on the other side.
And a 4-pack of tickets to the San Diego Fair.
That's right. Wow. That's right. Wait, are we going to go to the fair as a show?
I'm going to the fair.
I'm going to the fair.
Yeah,
I'm going to the fair.
Let's all plan it together.
Let's do a fair day.
We're going to the fair.
Deep fried butter on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deep fried butter! Four-pack of tickets to the fair. NFL storyline. We let the bit drop. Busy final segment of the show coming up next. We got some fair tickets coming up. Looking forward to getting
5
those
seconds
away.
before microphones turn on.
That was a half a second before microphone. In fact, that was a run-on sentence.
That was
maybe had a comma before the mic turned on.
If there are any lip readers on the internet, because I know we go radio silence at commercial breaks on YouTube, you can probably read my lips. But we are excited to give away San Diego Fair tickets.
Yeah. Apparently, we're also going to start a new game.
It may start at the fair.
Well, it was going to start at the Remy.
You got to be sneaky.
You got to be sneaky.
Oh, good Lord.
Also, look, I mean, it's blowing up on TikTok for the ladies.
Maybe
the men can get involved.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the reflection game.
You see the reflection in like the window of your oven. All of a sudden,
They're getting less sneaky every day, by the way.
They are. I haven't seen one in a while.
Like now we don't need to get into it.
What?
Fair?
Let's play the game.
Okay,
play
here we go.
Everybody
we talked
knows
about
the game.
How many swipes to a butt on TikTok?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to open up mine.
All right, I got a
My
link.
For You page. I got Jimmy
I got
Kimmel.
us. Hang on.
I got a guy working out on a bench press. I've got a lady.
First swipe, not even. Just opened up the page.
I mean, this is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Wait, hold on.
Same
I mean,
video?
this
No,
counts, right?
Yeah.
Judge Judy?
Yeah, well. I mean, I love Judge Judy.
Starts
Dude,
with
don't
Judge Judy.
Hang on.
Dude, this was the first.
Okay,
this
has also got to count. Something's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Something's going to happen. We're going to see a butt.
Something. I don't know. I'm saying it counts.
Here you go, Travis.
So good Lord.
5 swipes to that.
Well, I got number 3.
I just
and
opened
number
up the
5.
app and it was there.
I'll tell you
I
what.
win. Biggest pervert.
Ben wins
Shocker.
biggest pervert this Monday, which means during the wedding, he had plenty of time in the hotel room while Kendall was like busy putting makeup on. He was just like, let's see what's going on TikTok.
No, I generally only swipe around on our account, and there's really not that many butts on our account.
Yeah, our account is relatively tame, but
Weird.
our private accounts are not.
No.
Yeah,
Not
because
so
we're
much.
creeps. Okay, moving right along. So
Fair. We're eating butter.
yeah, going to the fair.
Speaking of which, bit drop.
Oh,
Yes.
Deep fried butter on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deep fried butter.
what I think's great is that occurred during the show. No other show gives you content like that.
Just moments ago on Big Rich, TDM Fletch. And coming up in just 7 minutes, your opportunity to win those SD Fair tickets. 844-570-1360. Caller number 5.
Okay, is that what we're doing here at 55, 54?
Yeah, let's do it at 55.
Man, why did you just clap like a seal?
I was yawning,
Oh.
and I'm so tired, guys.
Wow,
I
Like,
mean,
there
you
was
did
not
this-
very much sleep. And then there was food and a lot of it.
Ben went from like delirious and happy to cranky a little bit to just absolutely mowing down steak. He didn't speak the entire time Frank from the
No.
Remy was here.
I was also starving.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've eaten since yesterday at like noon.
It's crushing meat. Like he was just over there. He was holding his fork like a Neanderthal. He was just going fist. All he could see was the prongs.
But it was one of those things where, like, I didn't know I was hungry until I had the first bite, and then I realized I'm starving.
Well, it was also unbelievably delicious. But the problem I had is the first 2 we knew where we were eating, and then I just got lost in it. I didn't know
care.
what happened.
I got lost in the sauce, the
Yeah.
chimichurri to be
Oh,
exact.
Gosh.
That was some good chimichurri.
Gosh.
Now
Oh.
I just need a nap.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and then the matcha, the red sauce.
That was I actually liked it better than the chimichurri. What do you say? What do you
I
think?
tell you what, I mixed them together. I didn't
Did
tell
you?
Frank this. I didn't want to tell him that I was crossing streams.
Garlicky and spicy.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'll get nuts.
Hey, you don't want to cross the streams though.
Yeah, you never, just like the Ghostbusters taught us back in '93.
Mm-hmm.
You never cross
80
streams.
86
Was it 86
or 84? 84. 84 was the first Ghostbusters.
Sweet Jesus.
89 was the second Ghostbusters. And then there was the one we don't talk about. And then 2
The one
years
with all
ago.
the ladies?
Yeah, did you watch it?
No, I heard it was bad.
It was not great. It was whatever. Fine. But than the last one that just came out a couple years ago. Fantastic.
And I think Dan Aykroyd put a picture up on Twitter like last week of a new Ghostbusters logo.
It looks to be either frozen or scraped, so they're thinking it's the working title is Hell Freezes Over, something like that.
Speaking of Dan Aykroyd, so he makes Crystal Head Skull vodka.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I have a signed bottle.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
From Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah. He was at Stater Brothers signing bottles.
That's Bunkman.
Nope. It's real.
That is a true
Do you want a photo or you want me to bring it in?
Dude, that would
Also,
be.
he's left-handed, so it's smeared.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to try to find this really quick. But Crystal Head Skull vodka, you know how it has the skull crystal bottle that it comes in?
Yeah.
Obviously, aptly named. They did a full forensic recreation of the face that would be on the bottle. And it is stuff that nightmares are made of. Look at this.
No way.
How gnarly is that? Here, I'll show it to the camera.
Gosh, it's like a demon.
Can you see this?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm spooked.
Wow. So Dan Aykroyd really is into the supernatural, and so was his father. And that's how Dan got into it, and that's how Ghostbusters was written. Yeah.
There are so many pictures of how they do this. Like they even made the musculature underneath the face as they were building it out.
That is insane.
It's absolutely alarming. So yeah.
But if there is a new one and it's like the original cast, like who it's Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray.
Well, it'll be
What's
the other dude's
Winston?
name?
What's Winston's name?
His name is
Michael. Oh, and then the other guys unfortunately passed. Egon's gone.
Does that have to do with the glasses?
Yeah. And I'm forgetting blank on his name too, but he actually wrote Ghostbusters. He wrote Stripes. He was like
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie. It wasn't Michael. Ernie Hudson played Winston. And then who played Egon? Do you remember? He was like a National Lampoon writer, I'm pretty sure, before he wrote Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he did a lot of movies. His name is Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis.
In fact, I think he did Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I think he did Stripes.
Yeah, he was involved in all those.
Oh, Rick Moranis is also in it.
Oh, yeah.
And
By the
Rick
way,
Moranis is still around.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
He's still
Rick
alive.
Moranis does not want to act.
Really? He was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right?
Yeah, but
he quit acting?
He quit acting.
Did you know that during the pandemic, Rick Moranis, this was one of the craziest stories out of the pandemic. He was walking around New York. He lives in New York. He just got randomly punched in the face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You remember that headline?
Yeah.
It was just some random hooligan came running up to Rick Moranis and just punched him in the face for no reason. Like, can you imagine? First of all, if you don't know who we're talking about, he's the guy who turns into the demon dog in Ghostbusters 2.
Yes.
You remember that? And he becomes the statue at the end, the final fight scene with the big boss.
He was the keymaster.
The keymaster. Rick Moranis is like the nerdiest dude you've ever seen.
Does have a punchable face now that I'm thinking about it.
You think he does?
His wife passed away in 1997, and he said, I'm going to raise my kids. So he stopped acting.
Son of a beast. And you just said you wanted to punch him back.
Yeah. So
I don't want to punch him. I'm saying,
on
like,
you.
if you're going to pick one person on the street,
you did
it's
that.
like Max Muncy, Rick Moranis.
You did that.
Yeah, Max Muncy also has a punchable face. I think he's actually admitted it before. He's like, look, I know what my face is telling you to do. Please don't do it. Just LA Dodgers. He's just
Punch
like
you in the face
walking
right now.
around like Westwood near UCLA. Just,
was there an NFL story where
that's what I was going to say before we're out. What's the NFL storyline?
I have completely forgotten what I was going to talk to you guys about.
Well, you know what? That's good because we want to save it till tomorrow.
We've run out of time anyway. So when I remember, catch us on the stream later. No, that's not true either. We're done.
Who do we thank, man?
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Make sure you go check out the RemySD.com. We're going to be over there tomorrow trying out some steaks, trying out some cocktails. I can't wait for this partnership, which you're going to start hearing a lot more about the Remy over the coming weeks. And get out there, book a resi right now. Perfect date night.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Thank you to all the callers, the texters. Also, Bare Naked Lady tickets. We'll have another pair of those tomorrow. They're going to be at Cal Coast Credit Union Open Air Amphitheater on June 22nd. Tickets and info at Ticketmaster.com. We'll also have fair tickets again tomorrow, but you want to call right now. What'd you say? What caller number? 7? 5?
I think you said 5.
5.
5 and 55.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Oh,
There you have it.
5 at 55.
For our app listeners.
844-570-1360 if you want to win them. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Goodbye. The Herd's next. Yo, I love this show so much.